For the first time since 1994, the Madison Edgewood Crusaders are playing a high school football game on their home field. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. We're gearing up for a big-time matchup between the Edgewood Crusaders and the Lake Mills Ellicats. How you doing, everybody? Happy Friday night. I'm Alex Strofe, alongside two Badger legends. I'm thrilled to be joined by Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell. Fellas, thanks so much for being here. Excited to get after it.
I'm thrilled, man. I'm excited. As I stated earlier, and I love it. It's nostalgic feeling I'm getting, but also it's exciting to see how this team's going to perform. They haven't had a home game in a very long time.
Very long time. Longer than I've been alive. 27 years it's been. The scrapper looks like he's ready to put on some shoulder pads and hit somebody. Are you fired up or what, Aaron?
Aaron Norvell here. That's the scrapper. And you talk about, I'm blessed to be alongside you guys. You talk about memories, but I played high school football in this city. You want to talk about some emotions. Didn't play Edgewood, but played at the west side of Madison and Madison Memorial. But I have a lot of memories about this city. I mean, can you smell the grass even though they're playing on turf? Can you feel that heat coming down? I mean, it's week 2 of high school football. Does it get any better than this, fellas? Come on.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. And it's a 4:30 kickoff between Edgewood and Lake Mills, as this field does not have lights. So we can't quite say Friday night lights. Can we, or can we still say it, you think?
I think we still can, huh? What do you think?
I think the biggest light is on us right now still. There's a cloud, but that light is still going through that cloud. Does anybody have any sunscreen?
No, I did not bring it, and I am pasty, so I will be absolutely sunburnt by the time we walk out of here. Who's the sweatiest of the bunch here?
Easily,
I'm dripping. I took the undershirt off. I'm rocking one shirt now. I had 2 on. That was a mistake.
Well, I'm just coming from Zimbrick, as you know.
Yeah, you're still wearing your uniform, Norvell. So dedicated.
I got my Zimbrick outfit on. It's 60 degrees in Zimbrick. I have to wear a jacket. I literally almost catch a cold at work, and then I didn't have chance to put the shorts on. So I would say I am the sweatiest human being at the moment up here.
I respect that, but he said he works at Zimbrick. Well, this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff, including Aaron of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership, will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or used Honda and you're in the Madison area, go see our friends and Aaron. He might be our friend. We'll figure that out as the broadcast goes on. At Zimbrick Honda, or head over to ZimbrickHonda.com to search current inventory. It's the Lake Mills Ellicats. It's the Edgewood Crusaders. 27 years ago, what were you guys doing?
I was 4 years old, man.
Okay.
So I don't even know, probably annoying my parents.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
94?
94.
I was playing pro football in Amsterdam. I wasn't lucky enough to play in the NFL because I was just a little fella. So I had to go across the sea and play in Europe. So I was playing pro football for the Amsterdam Crusaders at that time.
There you go.
Yep.
The Crusaders, which we have the Crusaders of Edgewood here today.
There you go.
And I like how you just admitted Monte was a better football player than you right off the bat. That was a good way to get that out of the way.
I got lucky.
It's all about the data.
It's all about the data.
I mean, it's written down. Anybody can read it.
So you played linebacker, Monte. You played running back. If we put you guys one-on-one right now, what would happen?
Oh, I would lose. I for sure. Because when he walked up these bleachers right here, I was like, hold on a second. I was like, this man looks like he can still play. I'll give it to him.
All right.
Yeah. I'm looking pretty good. I'm doing my best. But I'll tell you one thing. You're a big running back, brother. Let me tell you something. I've tackled some big running backs in my day, but you still would be hard to take down. Eddie George.
Ooh.
Not a bad guy to get compared to.
He just throws that name out
there
casually.
Yeah. Humble brag.
Eddie George. Here's a little quick story real quick. Eddie George was 3rd string when we played them. We beat him in 92. He was 3rd string behind Butler Binote and Raymart Harris. So we didn't really know him on the scout chart, on the scouting chart. And all of a sudden they put him in second quarter. I'm like, who's this guy? They gave him a toss. He ran over me, stepped all over my face mask. I'm like, who is this guy? I look at my Casper. I go, who's number 27? He says, I don't know. He wasn't even on the depth chart. But we knew who Eddie George was, and the whole world knew.
And if you didn't then, you certainly do now, because that turned out to be. Is that the best player you think you brought down?
He's one of them. He's one of them. But real quick to just to forward on that, I shot an episode of Shooter in Los Angeles as an actor, and his trailer was right next to mine, and he was late. And I said, "Hey man, you're late." He goes, "Who are you?" I said, "Man, I played against you in 1992. We beat you, Aaron Norvell. Nice to meet you." He goes, "Oh, what's up, man?"
That's the thing. You love to see it. Players, even obviously you're playing against players. It's that camaraderie, even if you're on the opposing team. Obviously, once you're in between the lines, you're competing at a high level.
Yeah.
But after the game, you respect the other team because, hey, we're all just trying to make a name for ourselves.
That could be something we think about. I'll think about the best offensive player I played in college, and then maybe you can think about the best defensive player you want to get.
We'll revisit that throughout the broadcast here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. That's Aaron Norvell. That's Monte Ball. I'm Alex Strope. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. On the other side, we'll go over some starting lineups, as well as take a look at what each of these teams did in week number 1 and kickoff to come. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Good. You're looking good. Thanks. All right, I killed your audio, so you're good.
I'm trying to think. Did you play with?
That's not cheap. No.
I was at CAA. I signed a guy. That played.
We welcome you back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. Alex Strope alongside Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell for this Week 2 high school football matchup between the Lake Mills Elcats and the Edgewood Crusaders. Both of these teams open their seasons up with a win. Edgewood with a big one at River Valley, winning 42-14. Guys, 42 points in the first week of the season, not too darn shabby.
It's a good showing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
start.
open up the season. Exactly. And as a coach, as a fan, that's exactly what you want to see the guys down there do. And hey, listen, it's not their job to stop scoring.
As Monty knows, that the offense was working together in the summer. But I'll tell you one thing: I wasn't exactly sure what an LCAT was, but after their victory last week, the team on the other side, by the end of that game, they knew exactly what an LCAT was, and they didn't want nothing more of it.
They were holding an L from the L-Cats. Aaron's exactly right. Lake Mills 23-10 win at home against Mineral Point as they come into this one. Just about ready to kick it away. Lake Mills will start on offense, working from our right to our left. White jerseys, white pants, white helmets, blue lettering. The Edgewood Crusaders in their first home game in 27 years will work from our left to our right. Maroon jerseys, white pants, white helmets, gold numbering. Fellas, you ready to go?
Always loved kickoff. That's the
I'm
best.
ecstatic right now, man. I cannot stand still. I can't.
Monty's jittery. He's just ready to get back out there.
Football, baby.
Give us some pads. Well, I'll tell you what, it's all about the Jimmies and the Joes. In just a few hours, boys, we're going to nose who's got the better of Jimmies and the Joes.
I'm not going to get sick of Norvell saying stuff that I don't even know what it means. As Sam Klestinski on to kick it away for the Crusaders, and we are underway. A short kick bounces at the 30-yard line before it's picked up and eventually kneeled down. On the return was Cole Flood for Lake Mills, and they'll get the first crack at the offensive side of the ball. Beautiful field here at Edgewood, gentlemen. Nice turf field. A lot of those been popping up in the Madison area.
I tell you what, I wasn't fortunate to play on the turf field in high school. I think about 3 years after I left, they got it.
Okay. A little bit after you.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, right.
I would have loved it. And so this is going to be interesting. And the field is different. It's most definitely different, I'll say that.
I miss the grass, though. Come on, the smell of the grass. Let's go, boys. First and 10.
Away
Let's
we
hear.
go. First and 10 from the 25. Caden Belling is the junior quarterback for the L-Cats. He'll start out of the gun with three receivers to his left. Now one in motion, two to his right. He'll take the snap, and we'll get a false start early, as Monte points out.
Early jitters.
False start.
There we go.
That happens, too. You know that happens, man. It's just adrenaline just pumping, and you just want to you want to hit somebody. That's really just it.
Yeah, they got that long bus ride up here. We got week 2, and it happens. Now they just got to bounce back. That's all.
So now the ball moves back to the 20-yard line, so about 80 yards to work here on a rare 1st and 15. Belling again out of the gun. Three receivers to his left, one to his right. He'll take it. Looking left, he's got a man.
There you go.
And he's wrapped up after a short gain. On the reception with Matthew Stenbrotten.
Not much yards after the catch there. That's good swarming the ball by Edgewood.
That is one thing that I immediately noticed. You see that pursuit right there?
Yeah.
That pursuit was wonderful.
Absolutely. It's all about effort, boys.
The one thing you can't control.
That's right.
Your effort.
1,000%. As that brings up a 2nd and 12 to go from the 24-yard line, their own 24. The Lake Mills Cats got a big 23-10 win over Mineral Point in their season opener last week. Caden Belling had 2 touchdown passes through the air. Looking to add on to that number early here as he's once again out of the gun. A man in motion comes to his backfield. He'll drop back to pass. Heavy pressure, dumps it off. He's got a man. It's Ben Buchholz. Buchholz fighting his way forward past the 25-yard line, almost up to the 29. But that won't be good enough for a first down.
Oh, linebacker. That's a great tackle by number 50. Is it 59? Number 59. That was a great square up.
59?
Took him down. Uh-oh, we got an injury.
So we'll have a quick whistle. Man down. But Lake Mills starting to work. It'll bring up a 3rd down opportunity. Short yardage to go when we return to play. I want to tell you about our friends at the GRB Academy. Baseball for the serious player. GRB Academy wants to be a part of your plan to reach your potential. Utilize GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, as well as 14 batting cages and a 6,000 square foot weight room. Personal lessons are available year-round. With over 300 college players and over 150 D1 commitments, GRB has led the way in the Midwest for the college recruitment and player development, and they're just getting started. Visit their website at grbacademy.com. While we have a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout ourselves. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN.
Zimbrick.
I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think? Opened it up with 3 passes, huh?
They're pass first offense.
Yeah, a little spread. Yeah, they start out with trips, too.
They did.
I'm excited to see the effort by both teams in the beginning of the game, man.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, just
that is one thing that coaches look for in that.
Yeah, I mean, just
make the wrong decision at 100%.
That's right. Unfortunately, Lake Mills has got that sun staring right at him in there.
You boys ready?
Ooh, he looks, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. We welcome you back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania here on ESPN Madison. Alex Strofe alongside Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell. About 2 minutes into this first quarter, scoreless. The first offensive possession. Wow, I can speak. Lake Mills, as they're at a 3rd and 6 to go on their own 30-yard line. Right now, big third down opportunity here, gentlemen.
Amen.
It's a big play, man. It is a big play. It's a statement play as well.
Want to get the momentum rolling early, no doubt about it. Don't want to open up with a 3 and out. So here, Caden Belling and company will look to do just the opposite of that. Belling out of the gun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 on the near sideline. 1 man in his backfield. Again, he'll drop back, rolling right, looking for a man. He's got one up the sideline, good for a first down, and then some past the 40-yard line, all the way up to the 44. Once again, it's Matthew Stenbroughton.
Conversion. We had a little blitz by number 59 who made that great tackle before, Mr. Budzinski. Is that a name for a linebacker, gentlemen?
Andrew Budzinski? That's a linebacker right there.
That is a linebacker name if I ever heard one, right?
Oh, yeah, like Romanowski.
Yeah, he needed to get a little lower on that blitz, though. He was a little high. He was about as high as
Norvell, not much of a linebacker name, right?
What we got here, 1st and 10.
Yeah,
right,
fresh set of downs from their own 44-yard line. Lake Mills entering midfield territory. Belling again out of the gun. He'll take it, but he will hand it off this time. Right up the middle of his lineman is Carson Lund, the senior running back.
See, that's the thing when it comes to run plays. 3 yards is all the coach is asking for. You get 3 yards. 3 yards on a run play is a productive play.
Right.
Obviously, it gets you closer to the first down. Now you can open up the playbook. 2nd and 6, you can open it up.
Yep, get a little closer to that manageable third down.
Yeah, even better than a gain of 3, Monte. It's a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 48. Still in their own territory, but getting close to flipping the field. Belling again out of the gun. He'll be alone back there this go-around. Now a man in motion. And a quick pitch. Again, it's Lund. Lund cuts inside, and he's past midfield all the way up to the 49 of Edgewood.
There you go. A little over-pursuing by the defense. He cuts it up, and he gets a little positive gain, about 2 more yards. So,
yeah, one thing they're doing right now, again, this is important for them. This is a statement, and most definitely right now they're doing what they need to be doing. Yep. They're making decisive decisions.
No doubt about it.
The running back is one cut and go. Love to see it.
Brings up a 3rd and 3. They converted on their last third down opportunity. Here's another one from midfield.
Trips again.
Yes.
Out of the gun, Caden Belling, junior quarterback who had 2 touchdowns last week. Slings it right over the middle. Oh, and he couldn't come down with it. It was a nice pass. Right over the middle, intended for J.P. Ruig, but couldn't quite complete it, and that brings up a 4th down.
Roughing the passer.
Oh, we are going to get a late flag in there. Good call, Monte, yeah.
Like I said, the jitters are on both sides. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a minor mistake, but you can't fault the kid for effort. So.
True. Very true.
52.
Very true. But those unfortunately, you really hate to see it because that was a big play right there, and they got bailed out.
Yep.
They bailed them out.
Didn't look like it was anything malicious, just a little eager.
Right. Little eager, and the jitters are pumping, just like they are for Norvell over there.
Oh, yeah.
Brings up a 1st down now for Lake Mills. They continue to move the chains. A fresh set of downs at the 35 of Edgewood. Actually make it the 34 of Edgewood. 15 yards there on that one. And here's the 1st down. 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 right for Belling. Once again in the gun. He'll drop back to pass. Oh, he loses the ball. Ball's out. He gets on top of it before Edgewood could get on top of it, but a big loss there brings up a 2nd and long. The jitters, right?
Jitters.
It's the jitters, man.
That reminded me of the tuck play with Patriots and the Raiders.
Charles Woodson,
I mean, that's exactly the same. Put some snow out there.
I'll tell you one thing. What I'm noticing right now about Lake Mills is they're at their 1st down. They go 7-man protection.
Yeah.
They're playing aggressive. They're going deep. They're trying to go deep.
Yeah,
that's for sure. They're trying to get the ball in the end zone right now.
Fling the ball. And excuse me, I said 2 touchdowns earlier for Caden Belling last week. 3 touchdowns through the air for Belling. 1 to different receivers, all 3 of them. So they've got a versatile offense, a lot of guys that can put on the wheels and be available for a long ball. Let's see what they try to do here on 2nd and 10. Belling again from the gun. Hands it off to Lund. Lund was right behind his left guard and is stopped by a pile of Crusaders. Nice play there by the defensive front of Madison Edgewood.
Good technique, good fundamentals. This is where they need to step up. The defense, you know, Offense is on a little bit of a roll. Someone's got to step up and make a play.
Norvell, I saw your guy, Andrew Budzinski, was once again in there. I think that's your favorite player out on the field.
It reminds me of, I might be dating myself to the longest yard, Burt Reynolds, but Ray Nitschke played Budansky, and it just reminds me of him. I think he was number 66 in that film, but best football film ever, I might add.
Oh, there's a little opinion for you from Norvell. Here's a 3rd and 9 now for Lake Mills from the 33-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 1 man in his backfield. Here's Belling. Man in motion now. Make it 3 to the far side. Belling rolling right. That's where he's got the receiver support, and he's going to fling it downfield. Oh, it's almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Cam Fain, the defensive back. But that's a big 3rd down stop nonetheless.
Big stop. One thing, again, that I'm noticing about this Lake Mills team, they're using a lot of motion. When we see that, what they're trying to do is you can see what type of defense that they're in, obviously. Who's covering that person in motion? If it's a linebacker, most times it's man-to-man. If it's a cornerback, you're looking at zone, obviously.
Yeah. You would like to see him squeeze that, but it's 4th down. They're going for it, so.
Yeah, this is 4-down territory, I'd assume, from the 33 of Edgewood is Lake Mills, but it's a 4th and 9. Certainly not a piece of cake here.
Right.
Too long for a field goal.
Yeah, it'd be a 50-yarder for those of you keeping track at home. That's a little long for a high school kid, I'd say.
It is.
Yeah.
This is a big play, man.
Huge down.
Huge play here early in the first quarter. 7.5 minutes remain in this first quarter. Belling out of the gun. Again, rolling right. He's got heavy pressure. Lets it fly. That time it's intercepted. Cam Fain came up with it. Took it about 10 yards up the sideline. Talk about a redemption pass there as Cam Fain brings it down for the first turnover of this one.
Defense comes through. They pressured him out of the pocket. He squeezes it this time, and there we go. Ball's going the other way.
I'll tell you what, as a coach, you can tell right there. Like that's something awesome right there. Your team didn't quit. Your team didn't give up. 4th and 9. They have marched the football down the field on them, and they come up with a stop. That is the momentum you need going on offense.
And that brings up a Recover 180 timeout. Reset, recharge, recover with Recover 180. We're all drinking that right now. I got the acai berry. Aaron, how do you spell acai? Go ahead.
Acai. I can sound it out.
There we go. Good enough. He's got the blood orange. Monte's got the citrus.
Thank you, Casey, for supplying us with that.
Of course,
Yeah,
Casey.
Thank you.
Coming locked and loaded. But reset, recharge, recover with Recover 180. A Recover 180 timeout. Here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. 7:03 remains. Edgewood about to take over for their first offensive possession, fellas. But as mentioned, Cam Fain had one go in and out of his hands on 3rd down, and 4th down he provided. So now they will take over, and Fain also a wide receiver for this crew, so he'll stay out there.
We have a little bit of a delay here, but as you know, sudden change is where the team on the other side, Lake Mills, they got to step it up. I mean, they're a little bit outmanned. They don't have as many players here as Edgewood, plus they're on the road. So they really got to go out there and hunker down on defense.
They do. They really do.
I love sudden change. It was a challenge.
It is. And every time there was a sudden change, the defense makes a play for us. Offense, they most definitely let us know that, too, on the sideline.
Yep.
They say, all right, offense, go put some points on the board now.
And what do they do usually? Go deep, maybe?
Go deep, baby.
Edgewood out of the gun. Hartlieb gets the snap.
Go
He's
deep.
Play action. Going to let it fly on the first play. Just over the head of Cam Fain, the guy that came up with the interception. But a good look there, about a 20-yard intended pass.
We called it, man.
Yeah.
We knew it. You go deep, take the shot.
Yeah, he was looking downfield a little bit more, but the crossing pattern.
If both of those teams are going to continue to take shots downfield, I think we're going to have a fun one tonight.
I tell you what, that's the exciting part about high school football. Sometimes you don't really know what you're going to get.
No, you never do. You never do.
Where's the band at? We got a band out here tonight?
I don't think we got a band.
Something was missing.
Yeah, are they getting some air conditioning?
Yeah, where's the noise at? Where's the
where
are the cheerleaders?
That's the one thing about high school.
Cheerleaders
football.
are down there. They're here. I don't see a band, though.
Yeah.
They need to make some noise.
Here's a 2nd and 10 now for Edgewood from their own 40-yard line. Hartlieb out of his gun again, backing up. Quick dump off. Oh, did he come up with it? No, he did not. It was intended for Mark Herring, the tight end.
Dangerous screen.
Huh?
Dangerous screen, huh, Monte?
Those are tough to do. A tight end catching the screen in the trash, meaning he is literally on the line of scrimmage towards the middle. That's difficult. That's a difficult play. But if it is performed well, it's a hitter. Most definitely.
And defense has got to recognize that. I mean, the linemen come out; they're a little different on their stance.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to recognize that screen and get to the position rather quick.
Absolutely.
Hartley 0 for 2 early in this one, but was 10 of 17 for 247 yards, a touchdown and an interception in a 42-14 Week 1 win. Here's a third down play. Scrambles, eludes some pressure, and lets it fly down the left sideline. But again, an overthrow in the direction of Cam Fain, and that will bring up a fourth down for Edgewood. So 3 and out, but 3 good shots there. They're certainly surveying the field and looking what they can get out of the Lake Mills defense.
They are. Obviously, they did some pre-scouting, and they think that they can obviously beat them in the air.
Now, that was good pressure by Michael Stanborn, if I'm pronouncing his name right, but that was close to being a penalty. He laid the wood on that quarterback, but it's always good to lay the wood a little bit. Let him know you're there, right?
You know how it is.
We're from Lake Mills. We're the Elcats, and we're not going nowhere.
We're here. We're here to stay, baby.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, that is not the series that the head coach was looking for, but again, the defense needs to come back and respond.
Nice punt up and away for Klestinski, but it will bounce out of the end zone. So it's good for a touchback, but a beautiful punt as they were on their own 39-yard line.
Yeah.
Pretty solid punt for high school.
Well, yeah, it's all about you guys get it. You got to change the field possession. You got to. They have to make them go the full distance.
Yep.
Make them go the full distance.
No doubt about it. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania live from Edgewood High School. Alex Strofe alongside Aaron Norvell and Monte Ball. As we've got a good one. Tied at 0. 7 minutes remain in the first quarter. Each team with 1 offensive possession. A turnover for Lake Mills on their first one and a 3 and out for Edgewood. So we're just getting started. They're just starting to feel each other out a bit.
Yeah. That's the thing. You get a lot of data from those first series. You really do.
No doubt about it.
Push back in their own. Let's see what the
Now
defense
from their
can do.
20-yard line is Lake Mills as they take over. Caden Belling from the gun. He'll hand it off there on first down, and they find the outside hole. It's J.P. Ruig.
Moving the chains. Get there.
Yeah, this team really likes to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, they don't run too much, do they?
So what is it like, man? What is it like when you come up against an offense that is just heavy in the air? You know what I mean? What needs to happen for the defense? Sound football, watching keep, like what is it whenever you're playing a team who's a spread offense?
Read your keys, get to where you are in your drops, and break, and swarm to the football when they catch it.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
And hopefully you got a good pass rush.
Here's a second down for Lake Mills. Again, they've used the shotgun formation every single play. Fake handoff as Belling takes it himself, uses the block of his right tackle, and falls forward for a gain of about 4.
You see what they did right there? They're trying to use the cadence as well.
Yeah.
They're trying to use the cadence, and then they come with the misdirection right there. It's working for them. It's working for them. What do you see in the defense? What do they need to do, man?
Somebody needs to step up and make a play. We got third down here. Both teams been pretty stout on defense, but this is third and 4. Someone's got to make a play.
They do.
3rd and 4 indeed. 3 receivers to Belling's left side, our near side sideline, 1 to his right, our far side. 1 man in his backfield with him. Now he'll flex out, and we will hear some whistles.
You guys see that? Edgewood High going with the cover 0. Cover 0, 3rd and 3.
They're going to rethink that one as Lake Mills takes a recover 180 timeout, reset, recharge, or recover with Recover 180. Recover 180 is the premium functional hydration solution for everyone who lives life on the go, on the field, in the gym, or at the office. Recover 180 is the drink that will keep you feeling your absolute best. It's 86 degrees out. Monte, Aaron, and I all got one in our hands.
I tell you what, it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
We are
me
digging
feeling
the
fresh.
Recover 180. Thank you very much.
So, Aaron, you figure out how to spell acai yet?
Yes, acai.
Thank you. That sounds better than actually spelling it out.
Yeah, I agree.
I used to call it acai my entire teenage life.
Oh, me too.
Until someone
till
corrected
yesterday
me in college.
For me, yeah. Until yesterday. I'm just kidding.
I think it's ACAI, but an apostrophe.
You got it. Yeah,
with
the
hyphen.
accent.
Yeah, the hyphen.
With the accent.
Yeah.
The hyphen.
Look at us.
You got to hit the special characters on your phone to get to that one.
I love it. He's Monte Ball, Aaron Norvell. I'm Alex Strofe here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. We're having way too much fun.
I feel like a little kid, man.
I do too.
Here we go.
Get in a candy store.
So
Here's a 3rd down and 3 for Lake Mills.
Yeah, we saw a cover 0 again, 3rd and 3. cover zero,
They
mono, e-mono.
Yeah.
Empty backfield now for Lake Mills. It's a quick pitch on a reverse to
Nice
Rex
little
Cassidy.
reverse.
Cassidy still on his feet as he sheds a tackle and gets up for more than the first down, up to the 34-yard line.
Edgewood lost contain there. He gets outside, got the first down.
Right.
Outside arm and leg free. That's what you're taught, gentlemen.
That's the beauty about the game of football is because you have to play together. You have to do your assignment. You have to trust that the guy next to you is going to do his job. You take care of your assignment. You had outside contain right there. You should have not let them get outside.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, there's 11 people out there. Everybody's got to do their job. And then you got to have effort.
Got to have effort. Can never have enough, right?
Absolutely.
Go crush it, Norvell.
That's right.
I love the ring to that. Go crush it, Norvell.
That's right. I just crushed.
First down and 10 here for Lake Mills on their own 34-yard line. Again, a solo backfield, but a man in motion. Quick pass. Little slot. Nice throw to the right side. That's Michael Strenbrotten, who had a touchdown last week, and he fought forward for a gain of about 8 yards.
Again, effort.
Yeah, there you go. The defense pursued, but I like Michael. He's a little two-way player there. He's the one that laid the wood on the quarterback, and that's a little bit of
a wide receiver and a linebacker, Norvell.
A little bit of yak there. Yards after catch. He's running over people over there.
Love a little yak. How can't you?
Absolutely.
Second down and 4 from the 40-yard line. 4.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. We are scoreless from Edgewood High School. From Edgewood High School for the first time since 1994, may I add. Their first home game in 27 years.
It's a big deal.
People showed out. Student section making noise like you requested. Here's a second down play for the L-Cats. Snap is to Belling and handed off to Carson Lund.
Is that 59? 59 just crushed.
That is a solid form tackle.
Absolutely.
Do you see that? That's textbook. That's
Andrew
clinic.
Budzinski.
That's what you show people when it comes to how do you properly tackle to where you protect your head and protect, obviously, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
That right there.
It looks a little better on film because the guy cut back so his momentum was going. But it still looked good because he was going backwards.
Under the 4-minute mark now here in the first quarter as Lake Mills continues to roll. Third down,
man.
4 to go.
I'm jealous. I played linebacker in high school, and I loved it. It's easier to destroy things than to build.
It's better to hit than be hit.
Here we go. Third down. Belling out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left on our near side, and that's where he'll roll. He's got 3 men chasing him. Got to get rid of it, and he does. Got a man. Good for a first down. Past the 50-yard line.
That's a good play, man. He rolled to his non-dominant throwing side with pressure on his back.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that.
Matthew Stenbrotten on the reception.
Yeah, there you go.
There's 2 guys, Michael and Matthew, the brothers. Matthew, a sophomore, Michael, a senior, both two-way players. We've called each of their names here a bit tonight for Lake Mills.
The brothers are getting it done.
Brothers getting it done indeed. The Stenbrotten parents got to be happy with what they've seen so far here tonight at Madison Edgewood.
They have to.
First down from the 48 of Edgewood. They flip the field now as they go back to work with a fresh set of downs. Belling out of the gun once again. 2 receivers to each side. Now 1 in motion from the left to the right. Make it 3 on the far side. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling rolling right. Pressure coming from his backside. Gets it off in the direction of Cole Flood, but he couldn't quite reel it in, so that brings up a second down.
Squeeze the ball, young man. Squeeze the ball. It was right in the breadbasket, right?
Yes, sir. Got to catch it first.
How are you at catching balls out of the backfield, Monte?
I was graded pretty highly. Fortunately, it always came natural to me catching the football because I was always taught catch it first, then make your move.
Absolutely.
You know the deal, man.
Tuck it in the breadbasket, right?
You know how it is.
Yep.
I think every player out there, obviously we're looking at athletes. You got to catch the football. You do.
2nd and 10.
Put it in before you run.
Second and 10 now for Lake Mills as the clock continues to wind. 3:09 left in this first quarter. And a lot of passing so far for each team in this first quarter.
Yeah.
Abandoned the run for the most part in this 90-degree day. And here we will again. Belling dropping back. Quick pressure. Floats it over the middle. That's intercepted again. And guess who? For his second interception of the game, Cam Thane comes up with it.
Cam Thane. He could have had 3. He's got 2.
Number 3's got 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Stats.
Indeed, as Edgewood will take over near midfield. They'll mark it at the 43-yard line, their own 43-yard line. So 57 yards to go to work.
So obviously what we're seeing right now is we're obviously seeing a spread offense. They're putting the ball in the air a lot. They've turned the ball over twice now. Edgewood has got to put some points up on the board. You have to answer.
You got to answer on 2 turnovers, absolutely. But Lake Mills is going to have to make some offensive adjustments, I assume.
Right.
And that's why Edgewood's getting so much pressure because they're passing so much.
Yeah, you can just tee off.
It's kind of
right?
it's kind of a little bit predictable.
Now Hartley in the gun. He gets the snap and he'll hand it off.
Nice off.
Nice hole on the right side as he'll fight his way forward all the way to the 45-yard line. Jackson Trudgeon, this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. Nice first carry for him.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Positive plays. That's all you need. You need just positive play every single play.
As you guys will like this note, Trudgeon a preferred walk-on at Wisconsin next year.
That's what we heard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
KC's son. Congratulations, young man. There's nothing wrong with being a walk-on.
No.
I had to transfer from Iowa. I was a walk-on, earned a scholarship, and the rest is history. Data.
Trudgeon certainly not looking like a walk-on in that play. A gain of 12. Fresh set of downs now for the Crusaders. Again to Trudgeon. He'll use the same right sideline. Another big gain. He'll fight forward all the way to the 33-yard line. Jackson Trudgeon.
Edgewood sees something on the right side. They go back to back.
Just about to say that, man.
Yeah.
That's bully ball.
They obviously found the point of the line of scrimmage that they want to attack now. That's looking like that outside zone, that pulling gap. Maybe I think it is a gap play actually.
Snap to Hartley, hand it off again to Trudgeon. Trudgeon will go right up the gut. That's where he's wrapped up after a gain of about 1, but fell forward.
I love it, man. Establish the run game. That is what they're doing.
Hartlieb is a great named quarterback. I wonder if he's related to the Hartliebs that played at Iowa. There was a bunch of quarterbacks at Iowa, linebackers.
Just go down there and ask him, man.
Yeah.
Go out next time out. Just go ask him.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
Jesse Nelson here on our video camera saying he is. There is some relation there.
Yeah.
That's why we keep him around. He's got some knowledge of preps in the area. All video version live on Wisconsin On Demand, or you're hearing this on a bit of a delay, starting at 6 o'clock on 100.5 ESPN. Second down now for Madison Edgewood. 9 yards to go. Snap to Hartley. Hartley out of a flat to Trudgeon out of his backfield, and he's got some space again on the left side. He'll fight forward for a gain of about 3 yards.
They're using Trudgeon.
Right.
He's a workhorse.
They found their workhorse, that's for sure.
I hate to say it, but they're trudging forward.
Oh, why would you hate to say that? I love that.
I had to say
Trudging forward. I like that. I'm going to steal that.
There you go. There you go.
That's why we keep Norvell around.
Look at this. Did you just see that right there? So right now we're waiting for them to obviously call their play. 2 safeties in the back. Both of them were bending over, hands on their knees.
Oh, they're getting tired.
You do not, as a coach, you do not want your players to show that.
They need some recovery 180.
Right?
Hartley out of the gun once again. They'll give it off. It's Cam Fain. Fain. Wow, redirecting, and he ended up sliding after a gain of about 5, but that's a speedster right there. Cam Fain, who's already got 2 interceptions.
You could tell. You could tell he was about to take off on that cut right there, but unfortunately, nice move, but he cut off his inside foot, hence why he slipped.
Great athletic ability there, but did we see who disrupted the play? Michael Stenbroden.
Sound it out. Sound it out.
Stenbroden.
There you go.
Stenbroden.
Acai.
Acai.
6'2", 199.
As we're under 30 seconds in the first quarter. Under center now, and he's just going to take it himself. His Hartley, did he get it?
Got it.
Blake Mills signaling he didn't, but we'll wait for the striped certs to make a signal.
I don't think he got it.
They might bring out the chains here, Monte.
What's up, man?
I was just going to say, well, this is not really like a fumble, but the defense is taught to point that way. You know what I mean? To influence the refs.
Yeah.
You know, they might sometimes that.
So
might
when you were playing
much.
at Wisconsin, you were told to point the other way no matter what.
Every team I ever played on, yeah, especially when it's a recovery of a fumble. But on this, psychologically, it might be where the refs don't even really want to walk out there and do the measurements because it's so hot. You never know.
True.
You know.
That's why we would always get so annoyed with you guys, the defensive side of the ball. Quarterback overthrows the receiver, and the DB's back there just hitting his chest and stuff. It's like, you didn't do anything on that play. The quarterback just missed him.
As you know.
I love a good measurement. They're bringing out the chains here with 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Did Edgewood get the first down? As they put the marker down, they're measuring it out.
It looks like they got it inches.
But you know they didn't.
Oh, they didn't
get it.
Lake Mills will take over on offense.
That's
not a sudden change, but maybe a little momentum changer here, guys.
absolutely.
That flips it most
They do
definitely.
have to go the distance again, but this is going to be a good game, fellas.
We're off to a good one. We're still scoreless with 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
I was just going to say 2 turnovers by Edgewood. You know, kudos to them, but they haven't been able to put any points on the board with those turnovers.
Right.
So, got to give hats off to Lake Mills for being stout on defense after they cause those turnovers.
Yeah, you never want to be that offense going into meetings after the game knowing that the defense got you the ball 2 times and you put no points on the board.
Well, back to work for the L-Cats now. We'll see how many plays they can get in with 17 and a half remaining in this first quarter. Might just be a one play go, and then they'll flip the field.
What do you think? Going deep?
They gotta. That's what they've liked all game, right? Let's see what they do. Caton Belling once again in the gun. Only one receiver far side, and it looks like a tight end lined up near side. So maybe they'll run it here.
Yep.
And they will. It'll go to Carson Lund, the senior back. And he's wrapped up by a group of Crusaders.
Nice swarming defense by Edgewood. I love it.
2-1. Wrapped up by
And that will end the first quarter here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Also brought to you in part by Pizza Pit. For over 50 years, Pizza Pit has been delivering fast, fresh, and hot pizza. Pizza Pit isn't just pizza, though. They serve breadsticks, pizza fries, sandwiches, wings, and gyros. With 8 area locations, you can't go wrong, and it's even easier to order on the Pizza Pit app. Download it wherever you get your apps. Pizza Pit. Don't forget the cookies or the ice cream. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Something's got to break. Somebody's got to score here soon, huh?
You would think.
Yeah?
You would think, and I will say one thing. The one thing that's not lacking is effort. And I'll say that for both teams.
No, absolutely.
No doubt about it. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
We'll come right back.
Amen.
We welcome you back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. I'm surrounded by some studs. Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell join me. I'm Alex Strofe here at Edgewood High School as Lake Mills and Edgewood knotted up, scoreless after a quarter of play. Lake Mills will take over on offense, second down actually, their second play on offense as we begin this second quarter. Monte, you said during the break, nobody's lacking effort here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing as a coach, as a fan, as somebody watching the game, you want to see effort. And that's one thing that's not lacking, and that goes for both teams.
Norvell, are they crushing it?
They're crushing. At the end of the game, one of them is going to say, we crushed our opportunity for victory. But, you know, they got to keep it going, both teams. I mean, you got to take it up to the L-Cats. They're, like I said, they're outmanned a little bit down there, and they're facing the sun, and they're hanging in there. L-Cat stands for let's get it going.
Second quarter means a change of direction, so the L-Cats now working from our left to our right as Belling gets it. He's chased down in the backfield, still on his feet, but finally brought down on the sack as Mark Herring, the two-way player. Herring just chased him down and brought him down for a big loss. Norvell, you love to see that.
Outstanding effort by number 45. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. He tried to swipe the ball out first. He didn't get him down, but he made sure he secured him with his left arm, and he got him down. That's an outstanding positive play by the defense right there.
3rd and 22.
So 3rd and a lot to go all the way to Sun Prairie. 3rd and 22 here.
So the L-Cats most definitely have been really trying that screen. They've done it twice, I believe, already. And they've really been trying to get that screen perfected. And this is obviously a 3rd and 22.
Probably not the best idea to do it here.
Right, because I think everybody's expecting it.
Yeah, this is a dangerous down.
Caden Belling out of the gun. He's got 2 receivers to his left. That's the far side and 2 near side. He hands it off, though, on 3rd and 22, and he's wrapped up with nowhere to go right around the 10-yard line.
They conceded.
That reminds me of the longest yard. And Podansky makes another tackle. Podansky.
Brings up a 4th and 24.
Now, this is huge, man. This is huge.
What do you think?
Field possession. They're backed up right now, about to punt it. So they're going to get this ball maybe on the 50, maybe on the other side of the 40 as well. So this is big.
Mason LeVecondo punted away. 4th and 24. Ball's marked at their 11. He's punting out of his own end zone. Punt is up, and it is short. It'll bounce at their own 36-yard line and is A more generous bounce. That's actually where they'll down it down, is either the 36 or 37. So a short field for the Crusaders to work now, fellas.
That looked like Corey Manley that I played with. Corey Manley, the great Corey Manley that I played with in Wisconsin was a gunner. That looks just like him, number 24. Good effort by number 24 getting down there and down that football.
I tell you what, if you're Edgewood right now, you're starting on the 37 going in. You have to walk away with points here.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. At least 3, but obviously we want 7. We'll see, though. We'll see. The Hellcats are playing some really good football right now.
And the Hellcats just got to keep it. They got to keep stout.
Both teams playing well. Ranked 4th, the Lake Mills is, and 7th, Edgewood is in their division respectively.
I see.
So a solid matchup we got for your debut, fellas.
Wouldn't want it any other way, man.
Love it. So different quarterback in here for Edgewood. Mason Fulker's in the game now. He'll drop back, looking to pass. He eludes right. He's got plenty of time. And now he's going to fling it down the right sideline. He's got Fain way downfield inside the red zone. Cam Fain making an early push for player of the game.
Outstanding play. I'm not going to say the young man's name, but there was someone rushing the quarterback, and we are taught to get our hands up. If you're not going to get the sack, get your hands up so you're going to make the pass a little bit more difficult, and he didn't do that, and that's what happens.
You can tell that quarterback wanted to go deep. He had number 4 wide open right in front of him, but wanted to go deep. Made a decision and capitalized on it.
Cam Fain, 6'1", 175, had 140 yards and 2 touchdowns on 4 receptions last week. I'll say that again. 4 receptions, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns last week.
It's for sure high school football stat.
Yeah,
I love it.
Unbelievable stat line. Here is Fulker's going to take himself out the middle. He lost the football. Lost the football around the 10-yard line on a QB keeper, and it is recovered by Lake Mills.
Looks
Carson Lund that came up with it.
Sudden change. I mean, he has a nice positive play with the long reception, and then unfortunately he gets sticked a little bit. You know, I saw him backing up a little bit, and someone hits him in the back, and the ball pops up.
Man, oh man, Edgewood throwing rights, Lake Mills responding with rights. What a football game we've got here from Edgewood High School. 9:27 remains in the first half, and we are scoreless.
This is where conditioning comes into play, right, Mont?
Yes.
See who conditioned all summer.
Because that sun's not going anywhere right now.
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
I feel for the young man who fumbled. Ball security is job security, and that can impact your next series. It's in your mind.
No doubt about it. Got to have a short memory.
You do.
So Lake Mills going to take over on their own 7-yard line. Guys, 93 yards to work.
This is what the defensive coordinator says, make a play down here. You can flip the field position real quick. We'll see what Edgewood does on defense.
Belling out of the gun. He'll fake a handoff, darts it through his left side. That is caught by J.P. Regeeg.
Quick attack.
Yep.
Quick attack. Quick slant route. Caught it. Easy game.
J.P. was the gunner. There he is, making a reception too.
Tackle by 59.
So that'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Move the chains. A 14-yard gain there for Lake Mills. Definitely got out of his own end zone. He wanted to do that first and foremost, and now they have some space to work with.
And, and when there's a turnover, it's a momentum change. So the Suns, we're in the second quarter. The players are hot, but somebody's got to step up on Edgewood and make a play.
I love how you brought up that conditioning.
Yeah.
This does where it comes into play. You got to be mentally strong. You do.
Belling,
definitely do.
Belling again out of the gun. We'll take it. Andy will hand it off. Carson Lund is swarmed up right as he ran towards the line of scrimmage. That might be a loss of 1 or 2.
Great effort. Tackle for loss. You love it.
And that was actually Rex Cassidy, on the carry.
We got second and long.
2nd and 13. Back to the 18-yard line now.
Who's going to step up and make a play, boys?
That's literally what it comes down to right now.
Yeah.
Someone's got to step up.
We got back and forth football. Sooner or later, something's going to happen where it's going to be a turnover, someone's going to run it in, or a long play.
Well, here's Lake Mills on a 2nd and 13 opportunity from their own 18-yard line. Under 8 minutes now in this first half, still scoreless. Snap to Belling, out of the gun. Looks to just take it himself through the A-gap. He's tripped up and brought down after a gain of about 5 yards. Nice play there, but not quite good enough, but certainly a good look.
It's good effort by that D tackle. He got his hands on him, but he obviously ran through the tackle. You got to squeeze, young man. Squeeze, wrap up.
But as you stated earlier, I'm really noticing Edgewood. They you can tell that they work on pursuit drills. You can most definitely tell. They rally to the football.
They do. They're a little high. I want to get a little lower as a defensive player, but fundamentals. You learn that as you go on in your career. But get a little lower than the man across from you. Low man wins.
I'm seeing that with the ball carriers too.
Yeah,
they're standing pretty tall.
Right.
3rd and 10 for Lake Mills.
But that also comes with fatigue.
Got to be strong in between the ears.
Yep.
3rd and 10 from the 21. We're back where we started on first down. 7 minutes left in the first half. 2 in the backfield, 2 to each side. And the whistle's blown. We have a timeout. We will indeed. A recover 180. Timeout. Reset, recharge, recover. With recover 180. While they take a timeout on the field, we'll do the same. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
My entire back is soaked right now.
Yeah, me too.
You're sweating.
Sweat. Oh gosh, man, it's
Oh, I got a little ice down here. It's probably gone now, though.
my entire back right now. Look at this. Look at my back.
Yeah, it's,
Just drenched.
you've always worn Vans? Reminds me of L.A.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love them, man.
Really? Everybody in L.A.'s got them, man. Especially on the
That's true.
beach where I used to live.
Probably if I saw everybody wearing them, I wouldn't like them.
Yeah.
That's more West Coast style, but I don't know. Just feel like throwing them on today. Something light.
You guys, everyone's got shorts except me.
Yeah, man, you gotta.
That's all right.
You gotta be burning up, man.
64 active viewers at one point a few minutes ago.
Really?
So
There we go.
Is that good?
that's
Is that good?
Half of them were people that I texted.
we launched this thing a week ago, so I'd say pretty
really
good.
It's really good.
Let's reopen here.
Let's do it.
We welcome you back to Goodman Athletic Complex at Edgewood High School here in Madison, as we've got a good one on hand. 6:54 remaining in the first half. Lake Mills 0, Edgewood 0. Scoreless thus far, but it's been an entertaining ball game. Each side has turned the ball over. And Lake Mills on a 3rd and 10 from their own 21 here. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling rolling to his right. Oh, no, now he's swarmed up. About 6 Crusaders there on the sack. Big-time play by the defense, Norvell.
Absolutely. There's that pursuit Monte was talking about. The defensive coordinator has them swarming. Nice play by Edgewood.
Several Crusaders.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
You love to see sound football. That is sound football right there. Great things happen when you get to the football.
Now, this is special teams. You can't take a break, right?
No, you can't.
This is important. Let's see who's going to give the effort on the special team. This is not-
LeVacon to punt it away for the L-Cats. Whoa, that went high in the air but didn't go far. Bounces at the 35. 37 is where it will go out of bounds. So, again, really good field possession for Edgewood.
I don't know if that's a second kind of shank punt. I don't know if they're getting too much pressure on him, or he's got to shore that up.
He most definitely does. Again, they're starting on. They're going in right now on the 38.
Yeah.
Going in. This is what you want as an offense.
Right.
Short field, make it quick, get back to the sideline. I mean, we loved it on offense. Defense get a quick turnover. We're like, all right, let's
go back to
real
work,
quick
right?
And get off and get back to the sideline.
L-Cat's been playing on their side of the field for the whole game. You got to give them credit for keeping them out of the end zone.
Yeah, 0 points scored here in total.
Like I said, they're undermanned. They're in the heat if the sun's right in their eyes.
Official one.
I used to hate that.
It's tough,
I used
man.
to hate that when looking at the sun.
It's tough. People tend to forget. The weather plays a huge factor. Even if it is nice, that's sun.
When we played at Camp Randall in the morning, it's in our face.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's kind of in our face in the morning.
Yep.
You know, when 1 o'clock games. You probably didn't play. We played mostly prime time games.
No, man. We had a good amount of 11 o'clock games and 2 o'clocks. Was fortunate, obviously, to play some night games. Wish we had more, though. Wish we had more. Obviously, we got the Big Ten Alliance coming on with ACC and Pac-12. Who knows what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be good for recruiting. What about you?
I have mixed emotions about it. I'm so old school purist, but times are changing. You got to adapt.
True.
So the jury's out on that as far as
I like
it's going to cause issues with travel. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Well, let's get off college and back to high school. Huh? We've got plenty of time to talk college. This Badger season opens next week. Now here's Hartlib rolling right on first down. Got a man down the sideline. It's Trudgeon. Was he in, though, at the 20-yard line? Yes, he was, they'll say. What a nice pass there from Joe Hartlib downfield to Jackson Trudgeon, our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
That was great effort by Hartley, but the guy was pursuing him, didn't get his hands up again. I'm telling you, gentlemen, I think the fatigue set in a little bit. The guy was pursuing, but he just didn't sell out.
One thing that I noticed right there, that's a great throw by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Put it in the only spot that his receiver can catch it, the only spot where his guy can make a play with it.
Right on the sidelines, a nice little tiptoe action, and now they're way all down to the 18-yard line in red zone territory now. Here's Hartlib out of the gun. He'll hand it to Trudgeon. Trudgeon making his way left. Splits the gap between his guard and his tackle on the left side and powered forward and fell forward for a nice gain.
Trudgeon, did you see that? Ugh.
I'm sitting here, I'm antsy right now.
What? Was that Earl Campbell out
That's a
there?
great run, baby. That's a very physical play, and I love it. And that's how you get your team riled up, too.
That looked like Bo Jackson running over the bars, Seattle, Monday night.
Ooh.
That's what that looked like.
Gain of 5 there for Trudgeon as he's trudging along up to the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5 now for Edgewood, under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
13-yard line.
I tell you what, that creates momentum right there. That creates
No
momentum.
doubt about it.
And this is when someone's got to step up on defense.
Out of the gun is Hartlib. He's got Abe Thompson in the backfield with him and 2 receivers to each side. Now 1 man in motion. He'll fake a handoff, looks right. Passes it the direction of Fane, but
Hands.
wasn't
defense.
quite in the area.
They're not putting their hands up.
I'm just telling you, man.
They're not.
It's something you learn. I mean, it's even in college. I'm telling you, the next level, hopefully, level you played in. Mostly, people mistake don't do that as well. But it's just, it's what every defensive coach teaches. Get your hands up. If you don't make the sack, to alter the throw and make it hard for the quarterback.
Defense is looking tired. Those sudden changes.
Sudden change.
It's warm out here. 86 degrees here at Edgewood High School. 3rd and 5. Big play here for the Edgewood offense from the 13-yard line. 13 yards out. Get up to the 8. You've got 1st and goal. Here's a pass out of the backfield to Trudgeon. Trudgeon will use the right sideline to leap forward up to past the first down marker for sure, but how far did he get?
Number 11 had a nice little crack back on that. Nice block by number 11.
Trudgeon really making his presence felt here early in this first half. 5 yards to go now for the Crusaders, a 1st and goal.
First down and 5.
This is where the defense has to make a stand. So I'm always looking on defense to see who's pumping up, who's fired up, to who get their teammates going, because somebody's got to rise up and make a play.
1st and 5. You got to up the gut. Got to go up the gut. Got to go up the gut. Just a wedge play. Simple wedge play, fall forward.
Well, Fane is in the backfield. He's listed as a wide receiver, but it looks like he does a little bit of everything. He's got 2 interceptions tonight, too. That's where they'll go with it. Cam Fane uses the right side. Using the right sideline, dives.
They're getting there.
Don't believe he's in, but looks like they're going to mark it at the 1-yard line.
2nd down.
Come back
This
with
is
the
a
same
good
play.
opportunity to get Monte out there.
Oh, my
Goal line
goodness.
stand here.
Absolutely. Up and over.
I tell you what, man. I most definitely we call a pass play down there, and I'm like, gosh, I really wanted to score the touchdown. But obviously, as a team player, love to watch.
Oh, but as a selfishly, you wish you had the ball in your hands. You're a competitor. I dig that.
Sir. Yes, sir. I come back with the same play right here if I was Edgewood.
And they're set up a bit different.
Cam's not in.
They've got, looks like Abe Thompson back there as well as Herring, and that's where they go. And the tight end, Mark Herring, on the rush. He gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Edgewood. Their first touchdown on their home field in 27 years. 6-0 Crusaders.
It's a long time, man.
That's a long time.
I'm still not used to hearing that. Not a home game in 27 years.
That is a long time.
Wow.
Nice drive. Now the defense has just got to go back and regather.
Yeah.
A lot of game left, gentlemen.
Lot of game left indeed, but first on the board is the Crusaders. Edgewood, 6-0.
Little mental error here. They're missing a player. That's another thing with fatigue, right?
There you go. Got to figure it out there. Sam Klastinski on to attempt the extra point. It's down, it is up, and that will be wide right. No good, so the score remains 6-0.
That was nice effort by Lake Mills coming off the edge here.
No doubt about it. Big trailers and big opportunity on the field for these fellas, but big trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers. In their 60th year, Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers, and their customers want more. Join a winning team with immediate openings at new, higher pay rates on both first and second shift at their Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Assemblers, forklift drivers, welders, and more are wanted. Go to stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. The score 6-0 now, but Lake Mills will get a chance to respond with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half. Got to move quickly, but certainly an opportunity you can't let slip.
You can't. You most definitely can't. You as Lake Mills, you have to respond.
Yeah.
You have to respond. If I'm the defense right here as Lake Mills, I'm looking at the offense saying, look, we're getting kind of fatigued out here with these turnovers.
We're talking high school football, so a lot of these guys are looking themselves in the eye.
Oh, so true. yeah, so true. I mean, it's rough, man.
That was a great drive. I was just going to say that Cam Fain is a nice-looking athlete on that run. He's got a nice little gait. Kind of reminds me of another famous Cam.
I love it. He's 6'1", 175 pounds.
Nice size.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Whew. Talk about sweating eyes. It's happening to me right now as it is beautiful one out here.
I feel like I'm on the beach, man. The sweat is dripping off my back, but I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way, man, with high school football.
If only there was a pool right here, right? That's the other way you might want it.
That'd be helpful.
That sun is keeping us awake, I'll tell you that much.
No doubt about that. Lake Mills now set to receive. Klestinski on to kick it away for the Crusaders.
I like to see the effort. I like to see the effort by the two inside guys. Look.
Onside kick attempt, but it is recovered by Lake Mills at the 45-yard line. So short field to work here. Only 55 yards to go.
What are your thoughts on that? I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, they were trying to catch him up. Well, thing is, these guys are a little fatigued. You never know.
Tired. They were trying to catch him off guard.
You never know if they saw something in film, if someone was a little back.
That's very true.
Yeah,
very
they probably saw something.
I would want them to go full field, Take it the distance. We just put 6 up. But it's going to be interesting.
Caden Belling back in the mix for Lake Mills, the quarterback, threw 3 touchdowns, last week in their opener versus Mineral Point. He's got 2 interceptions early in this one, but still a lot of time to recover. 3.5 left in this first half. They'll go to work from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, receivers to each side, and 2 in his backfield. Here's the snap and the handoff.
Good
Rex Cassidy. He's wrapped up after a short gain. Went up the left side.
They might be going for the run now, boys. They haven't been getting much success on offense. They might be trying to put it on the ground now.
Yeah.
Once you run about 10 to 12 pass plays and more than 50% is not successful, you have to go back and establish the run because that's going to obviously help you in the air.
Absolutely. And you know how it is. When you're running the ball, it builds confidence.
Russell Wilson helped me out a lot.
Absolutely.
He's Monte Ball, Aaron Norvell. I'm Alex Strofe. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on ESPN Madison. 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line, under 3 minutes now. Lake Mills working again out of the gun. And I think they're going to pass it here, Aaron. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling dropping back, looking long, flings it down the left sideline, and it goes out of bounds before Matthew Stenbrotten can get his hands on it. That was the intended receiver.
That was a good play. They had him.
Yeah.
He had him. Quarterback just missed.
And, gentlemen, just when you look up again, there's that Stenbrotten brother running down the field. He had his man beat. It was just a little bit outside, but he had his man beat.
His older brother, Michael, had a touchdown in last week's win over Mineral Point. Matthew looking for his first touchdown score of the season. The sophomore, Matthew Stenbrotten.
We got 163, 162. They're big kids.
Not too shabby. And the sophomore 6'3", so
yeah,
he's probably not even done growing yet.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
We'll put some weight on.
From the 45-yard line, 49-yard line, 3rd and 6. Bad snap. It goes through his hands. He recovers it, tries to stay on his feet, but he's just brought down. Rex Cassidy, the running back, is who came up with it, and he was brought down for a loss. And that will bring up 4th down.
I mean, you got to love how alert Rex was right there by picking that ball up. You never know how a football's going to bounce, right, by the way it's shaped, right? You never know.
Yeah, that's why I never raised my hand when they said, who wants to do punt return? Who wants to be the returner? I was like,
think I'll pass.
I don't know about that because once that ball hits the ground, ooh, that's all over the place.
Yeah.
Granted, you don't have to touch it, but still.
That is a tough exercise, I would say.
Yeah.
4th and 6.
So what are they going to do here at midfield? Ball marked at the 49.
Yeah.
It looks like they're keeping the offense out there, fellas, with 2.5 left in this first half.
My prediction is quick kick.
And actually, they'll call it a recover 180 timeout. Reset, recharge, recover. With recover 180.
Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity for a quick kick here.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just a quick little pooch. Catch them off guard, drop it in between the 10 and the 20.
I'm not saying anything negative about my brother's team, but he's the head coach of Nevada, and they quick kick more than anybody in the country. Even though their quarterback is parallel with Trevor Lawrence last year stat wise, and he's going to be preseason All-American, but quick kick it was going out of style. And I was on the sidelines all the time. I knew exactly what they were going to do it.
I love it.
Quick kick, Jay Norvell.
If I'm Lake Mills right here, I'm attacking the sidelines.
So you're going for it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going for it. With 6 yards, attack the sidelines. 6 yard out, 7 yard out. Obviously, 7 yard out.
I don't know. They're down here. I don't know.
It's not bad field position for 2.5 minutes.
This is when coaches get their money.
That's true.
Yeah. Here they go. They thought about it. Looks like we're going to. They got nobody deep either, Edgewood.
Here's the 4th down. They are going to punt it away, as mentioned. And it is up and away. Cole Flood with a nice punt. Bounces at the 20, the 10. And they will down it at the 13-yard line. Nice punt by Cole Flood.
That's a really good punt.
There goes number 24, JP / Corey Manley. Down in that football. See, the defense there, they played punt safe. They played, so like I said, it could have been a fake or something like that, but they obviously weren't buying something. So they didn't have anybody back.
6-0, Edgewood on top of Lake Mills. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remain as Edgewood will take over on offense, here in the first half, that is, as they'll take over on offense from their own 13-yard line.
2-minute drill. Are they going to go down Monte? Or are they going to play it safe here going into half with a 6-point lead?
This is situational football. You are practicing 2-minute drill. You practice this. Get to the sidelines. Save the clock. Positive plays.
And defense, get the ball out on that side of the ball.
Oh yeah.
Get it out. Get some points.
Away we go. Edgewood from their own 13. Hartlib has the snap, looking over the middle. Got Harding. Herring all the way past midfield. A huge game for the Crusaders.
Got behind
Mark Herring on the reception.
Nice play. Got behind the defense. Good effort by the DB, saving that touchdown there.
Lake Mills defense looks like they're running out of gas. Looks like they're running out of gas right now. That was a really good play call right there. They found somebody. They attacked him. Came out with a positive play.
One play and already in Lake Mills territory is the Crusaders offense. Back to work now from the 47-yard line. 42-yard line, of Lake Mills. Hartlib out of the gun. He'll drop back again. Looking right side. He's got Trudgeon. Trudgeon will use the right sideline past the 30-yard line where he'll go out of bounds. There's that 2-minute drill you were looking for, Monte.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. It was very difficult doing 2-minute drill with Peyton Manning. I'm like, Peyton, let's just stick with the play we called in the huddle.
Yeah.
It's like he calls a play at the line of scrimmage, 4 seconds left to go in the game, or the play clock, and it's like, we haven't ran that play since the first game of the season. 2-minute drill is important. Situational football, and it looks like Edgewood has been practicing it.
My brother, Coach Peyton, I used to represent him at CAA too, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I got some stories.
Small world, man. I love it.
Amen.
Well, Peyton Manning doesn't know I exist, so thanks for making me feel useless, guys. Thanks. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go in this first half. 6-0, Edgewood on top. 1st and 10 from the 29 of Lake Mills. Hartlib flinging it towards the end zone. Oh, and he just overthrew his intended receiver, Isaac Thielen.
They're really taking the top off that defense.
Yeah, they are.
That was I don't know if you guys saw that. That was a little stop and go, and he got behind him. But that was a nice little route by that receiver.
Thielen, 6'6" is
Yeah.
what he stands, the senior. So they were looking just to go up top where Mama keeps the cookies and hope he could come down with it.
Amen. But I was going to say that last play before you started talking about Peyton Manning. Trudgeon, did you see him snatch that ball out of the air?
Yes, I did.
Unbelievable.
That's a really impressive athlete right there, man.
Yeah.
Got to be happy as a Badger.
KC, your son's doing a great job, sir. He's doing a great job.
Oh yeah, they'll find a spot for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Recruited as a defensive back, for what it's worth.
Touche.
Well, the ball's in the air for the defense as well. Yep, absolutely.
Good point, Norval. Thanks for that.
If you don't believe me, ask Deion Sanders.
The best of the best. The best of the best.
Minute 36, as there's a drone above the field, and I think that's what they're looking at.
Where is the band?
We've got a drone.
Well, you know
And
what?
The referee is not aware. Nobody's doing anything about it.
Not sure who each opponent is playing next week, but maybe they're trying to get some scouting in early.
The drone is at the 35.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah. Drone gate.
Drone
Will
gate.
it move
I
is
was
the
gonna-
question.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Drone gate.
If it's not in the rule book, then it's free game.
It is still just hanging above the 35-yard line. The PA announcer.
Of good sportsmanship. With the operator of that drone, please land it off the field.
You can clearly tell they're
At the throw.
trolling.
Now it's moving. It's circling.
Oh, yeah.
It's just sitting in
They're
this.
waiting to make it move. Oh, here we go.
Drone means big.
It's in motion.
The drone's at the
20.
30.
Going over our heads.
And he's, oh.
And he is out of here.
You got
Technology, man.
That's crazy.
2021, huh?
it's still standing there, though. You got this Dennis the Menace kid probably sitting under a tree saying,
Yeah.
"You don't know where I'm at. You can't catch me."
You know it's probably a kid, too, especially these kids nowadays, man. I got a 5-year-old, and he knows how to work a phone better than I do. And so I can guarantee you that's like an 8-year-old working the drone
He's
there.
trying to crash a high school football game.
Are you going to let him play football?
Great question, man. So his mother's side, so his maternal side of the family are big into baseball. She worked for the Rockies, big into baseball. But obviously, yeah. If my son obviously comes of age where he knows that I played football, how can I say no?
Yeah. It's just, there's nothing better. I don't care. Nothing.
We've got a good one going here. 6-0 Edgewood on top. 96 seconds left in the first half. And here is the second down snap. Hartlib, and he is brought down hard. A great rush there.
Guess
from
who?
the Lake Mills defense.
Guess who?
I tell you what, that drone gave Lake Mills defense time to catch a
Yeah.
break,
Yep.
catch their air. Hey, if I was Edgewood, I'd try to find out who's operating that drone.
And there's gold Michael Stenbrone again. That was great effort by him.
That was.
Oh, yeah, man.
You love to see it, man. Again, back to the whole effort thing. We keep touching on that because that's one thing that you can't control. Sometimes in the game of football and sports, you have outcomes that really you can't control. But one thing you can is your effort.
Right. And I was talking before the game about some Jimmies and the Joes. There's some players that on both sides of the balls are kind of stepping up.
Yes.
We see some Joes on both sides of the ball.
No doubt.
Absolutely. I think we know who they are on Lake Mills and absolutely on Crusaders.
Quick water break for each side as it brings up a third down opportunity for the Edgewood offense. And that brings me to an opportunity to tell you about our friends at Zimbrick Honda. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a newer used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison, including Aaron Norval, or visit their current inventory at ZimbrickHonda.com. What's your favorite type of Honda, Aaron?
I'm liking the Pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in training. I'm just learning how to work phones right now. But
You're going to crush it.
But I'm telling you right now, I'm digging the Pilot.
Love it.
Absolutely. Shout out to my boys at Zimbrick.
Back to work here. 89 seconds left in the first half. Snap to Hartlib. Fake handoff. Play action. Rolling right. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it. Was in the direction of Trudgeon, but couldn't quite get there. That'll bring up a 4th and 18.
You know what? We know who that is again. Number one, Michael Strand.
Here we go.
I apologize about your last name, but Strandborn. There he is again. He's giving effort. Let's just name his. Let's just call him Joe Strandborn from now on, right?
I'll talk to you, man. I love it.
Jimmy Joe.
This guy's playing some really good football, and he's really standing out there on the defensive side of the football. He's playing well. 4th and 18.
But that effort has got to rub off on his other teammates. You know, he's making all the plays. Someone's got to help him out.
If the quarterback right there completes that pass, it's touchdown. He had all daylight in front of him.
Kostinski. Back deep for
ACAI.
There it is. Nicely done.
I knew how to spell it.
Oh, no, I'm not joking. I'm not joking on you. Trust me, I took enough time there to get the letters right.
Oh, yeah.
And here is the punt from Edgewood, up and away. Bounces at the 20. Nice bounce there, all the way down to the 12-yard line is where they'll mark it down. So 1:13 left in this first half. Lake Mills down 6-0. Needs to drive about, give or take, 88 yards.
Right. This is a great game.
And no timeouts.
That's huge. This is a great game for some of the athletes who are just playing special teams, thinking that they're not important. This is a special teams game right now.
No
up to
doubt.
this point.
It sure is. And you never know. It could be made or break on special
Yes.
teams, even though we got a 6-point game.
Absolutely. Your chances of winning, if you score a touchdown on special teams, your percentage of winning increases significantly.
But 1:18 is enough time. Who's going to step it up here in this last 1:18, boys? Let's see this.
Sounds like you are, Norvell. You're as fired up as anybody at
Pretty sure he hit
Goodman Athletic Complex.
hit the weight room before he got here.
I think so, too. Pre-workout in his system.
Yes.
Caden Belling, the snap to him. He hands it off. Rex Cassidy again. They're on the run. Got some good yardage there.
Lake Mills might just be playing it safe and get their boys in, get recovered.
Cassidy with the run.
They're tired.
Wrapped up by Hughes
They're tired.
and Harris.
Again, you got these guys playing both sides of the ball.
Yep.
These turnovers are not helping, obviously. They're back on the field pretty quickly. They got to be tired.
But you can't fall asleep on defense. You never know what can happen. Right?
You defensive guys, I tell you.
46 seconds and counting.
Yeah, clock continues to run under 35 now as Lake Mills out of timeouts, as mentioned. Under 30 seconds as Edgewood getting set up defensively now. Belling out of the gun, under 25 seconds, and whistles will be blown. A recover. Oh, is that a delay, of game?
Yeah, that is a mental error, so they're
tired.
this is kind of
I got to be honest
checked
with you.
out
That's
in
one of the few delay of game penalties I've ever seen at the high school level.
Matt.
Yeah,
How do they keep track of that?
that's a great point, actually. Yeah, who's counting?
The referee's got his.
Thanks,
little-
Aaron. Couldn't have figured that one out.
I mean, I just figured that someone had a watch. You know.
I couldn't trust the ref. I need it displayed.
Clock continues to run. Under 10 seconds now. Lake Mills looks like they are just going to let it run. As will we. Your score at the half. Edgewood 6, Lake Mills 0. It's been a good one. All defense in this one. We're going to take a break here. On the other side, we'll take a look at what happened in the first half. We'll preview what's to come in the second half, and we'll have the call of the second half. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Mile.
great. I thought that was a cold beer. No, not yet. Another hour. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thank you.
We welcome you back to Goodman Athletic Complex at Madison Edgewood High School for this presentation of Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania. Alex Strofe alongside Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell, the Edgewood Crusaders, up on the Lake Mills L-Cats 6-0 at the break. Been a fun game now, although the scoreboard doesn't indicate that there's been a lot of action. The scoreboard indicates incorrectly because there has been a lot of action. Monte, let's start with you. Both offenses really trying to find a rhythm here early in this one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As a coach, as a player, you want to obviously catch the rhythm. You want to see where the weak spot is on the defense and continuously attack it. I don't think each team has found that yet, to where they can consistently put up, obviously, points, which they're not doing, and obviously gain some yards. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. This is competitive high football, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 2 top 10 teams in their division, respectively. So it's been a good battle. But, Aaron, you were a college linebacker, an overseas pro linebacker. We've got a defensive battle going out there, Scrapper.
Back and forth, sticks on both sides of the ball. The linebackers playing well. Great fundamentals, I'll say, on Edgewood if they can keep it up. But like I said, this is going to come down to effort. As you know, it's early in the season. You know, both teams are still trying to get their rhythm this early in the year, and it's really going to be effort. You know, who's going to be mistake-free football the rest of the game, and overachieving. I'm telling you that right now. So
it's most definitely your kind of football, man. This is a defensive game, absolutely.
It sure is.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Been both teams really using the aerial attack on offense, it seems, but now transitioned to a little bit of the running, mixing it up a bit. But the air attacks worked so far especially for Edgewood.
Right. But also, I will say this. Both teams, it was almost at the same exact time. They switched the playbook and wanted to keep the ball on the ground. I will say it looks like it's working for both teams. It's better than obviously being in 3rd and 6 in the first 2 plays were incomplete passes.
Sure.
Absolutely. Great effort on Edgewood, but just a little bit of breakdown on defense I see from the secondary on Lake Mills for some of those long plays. Just a little lack of concentration, getting beat on out and go, up and go on that one. Just a little bit lack of effort on the rush and stuff like that. They just got to shore that up the second half, but I'm excited about the second half. See, you can put some points on the football.
Me as well. We're just a few minutes away from second half action. I want to tell you about our friends over at UW Credit Union. Their online and mobile banking goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. Explore innovative and intuitive ways to manage your money anytime and anywhere with UW Credit Union's new mobile banking experience. Learn more at uwcu.org. He's Aaron Norvell. He's Monte Ball. I'm Alex Strofe. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Let's see what happens when they get.
Somebody's got to step up.
Before, but I mean, they're just like
Somebody's
kind of mellow, right? The Hellcats.
They do, man. They look. Right now, if I look at them right now, they look defeated.
Right now, I mean, like I said, obviously it's not.
They're outnumbered.
They haven't started the second half yet, but the body language right now is just, like it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, is it better up there?
I think it might be
better up there.
I can lean a little bit.
Hey.
Just don't fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
See a little bit better too.
You cool with it?
I don't mind this.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I asked Shaq if he knew you. You know Mark Shaq? I texted. You don't know him? He was the nose guard when he played with us the Rose Bowl year.
I don't think I've ever.
He's a school. He said. I said, you know him? He says, yeah, I bumped into him in the bar a couple times. We rubbed pants. Yeah.
So I was.
Oh, really?
Probably. Yeah. If I was in a bar drinking, I'm not. Oh, really? I haven't had a drink in 5 years. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
We'll connect.
Yeah. Oh, we will, man.
We gotta talk.
Similar stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if this is just the start of you three working together and you're walking in pretty blind to this, like game days are gonna be a ride, man.
Yeah. Know a little bit more about Penn State, Wisconsin.
This is entertaining, and it's a high school
You
football
guys are
week
gonna
2
have
in
to
the Sun game.
You guys are gonna have to shut me up on that Badger football.
Where are they going to do it at? On Regent Street?
Yeah, we do it
Yeah,
on
it's
Regent
the
Street.
corner of Charter and Regent at Budget Bike Shop.
Okay,
Over
yep.
there. In that parking lot. We rent out that parking lot, and that becomes our tailgate.
Throw a big
so.
party, yeah. It's going to be a good time.
What are we doing during the game?
Depends.
That's a great question. I'm waiting on approval of game credentials.
Yeah.
So whoever's going to be doing the post-game show each week will have a credential to go to the game. If you're not doing the post-game show, because we'll trade off on responsibilities for that, then you won't have a credential for the game, so you can watch it wherever you want to post up. But,
Copy that.
yeah.
I
So,
mean, you can easily get tickets too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
yeah, and the other option is go to the studio. Especially right now, we don't have post-game locations set up, so if we're going to be in the studio anyway, you can go to the game.
We got 4
before,
TVs in
come
the
back, have
studio.
a jump around,
I don't know if you've been in there yet, have
the
you?
game till half.
Norvell
you got a
has.
studio
You have been
the
there.
whole
Yeah, we
time.
got.
That's true.
Yeah, you've been there, but we got 4 TVs, so yep.
Cool.
So on a Saturday, we'll throw 4 different games up there. Yeah, just chill, grab some food, and
I used to work for
soda, water, all that good stuff.
everywhere.
Oh, that breeze is nice.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, we want more of that.
Ready to go, fellas?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are they outside?
I'm cool with it up here. Let me try it out up here for you.
Oh, thank you, Casey. Appreciate
Oh, that's
it.
the famous Casey.
All right, I had that one last time.
I'll take it.
Let me try out this.
Pass one down here, whatever one you guys
This-
want.
Unless you want
Ooh.
citrus.
I'll go for anything.
I'll take the Purple Rain. I'm
That one's empty.
I'm feeling Prince.
Some Prince. How was that?
I'm on water. Here, take these.
Here.
These are good, man.
They are
Doesn't
good.
matter to me. I've had that one.
I've had 2 today already, though, so I'm going to
All right, you guys ready?
stick to the H2O. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And go.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. It's the Edgewood Crusaders and the Lake Mills L-Cats. Edgewood hosting a football game at their home field for the first time since 1994, and they've got a 6-0 lead as we're ready to kick off the second half. I'm Alex Strofe alongside Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell, 2 Badger legends. That's not too much, guys, right? Legends is okay?
I'll take it.
Allegedly, I
Allegedly.
guess. I'll never call myself that.
Monte a little bit more humble than Norvell. What do you expect, though, right?
I was honored to play for the Badgers. Whatever you give me, I'll take it.
All right, I like it.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Love having you boys here.
I love it.
Alongside. Now, they are setting up the kick from the 45-yard line. Did I miss something? Was there a penalty?
That is literally what I was just about to ask you.
Right
Why are they
before.
kicking from the 45?
I must have missed something there at the end of the first half. So,
Yeah.
only 45 yards away from the end zone as Lake Mills kicks it away to Edgewood, and that will go out of the back of the end zone. So, Edgewood will start on their 20-yard line as we get ready for second half action. Edgewood already with a 6-point lead, Monte. So, they're just looking to tack on to that, get some momentum rolling.
Absolutely. And honestly, if I'm Edgewood right now, we keep pounding it. Keep the ball on the ground. Number 4, your boy, what's his name?
Jackson Trudgeon.
Trudgeon.
Has been trudging. I've been trucking through them. What'd you say?
He's been trudging
along.
Trudging
on
along.
down the field.
You keep the ball on the ground.
He's got we call him the trudging chain. Here we go.
Ooh, the trudging train. I like that.
Trudging train.
Did he just pull out a harmonica?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Well, we didn't have a band, so I thought I'd go to my car at halftime and get my harmonica.
Unbelievable.
Oh, this is too much
Aaron
fun.
Norvell with the harmonica here as we start the second half. I'm a little rattled, I got to be honest. Joe Hartley gets the snap and he hands it off to Cam Fain on the wide receiver sweep. Fain cuts back the other way, and he's got some space as he works back to the left sideline. He goes up the sideline. The 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He is in the end zone. Cam Fain on an 80-yard wide receiver reverse.
What were we saying? Athletes, Jimmys and Joes. My man has proved to be a Joe with 2 interceptions and, I mean, right out the gate, an 80-yard touchdown. Are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And that right there, fellas, is a statement play.
Yeah,
Those are those plays that take the last bit of air out of the defense.
I was saying he's a good-looking athlete, and he just proved it on that play right there.
That's a great move, great cutback, great speed, great acceleration.
That took 19 seconds off the play clock. here in the first quarter. Now 12-0. On to attempt the extra point now. Bad snap, but recovered. Kick is up, and kick is good. 13-0 as Cam Fain takes a wide receiver sweep, 80 yards to the house. Monte, nothing against you, but I think he just looked a little bit faster than you did during your Heisman finalist.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I was never a speedster. Vision, power, ball security, but speed, I was never a speedster. That's why I'm most definitely going to keep my eyes on this kid.
Unbelievable.
They had a wide receiver reverse. The front side had contained. They forced him back. And what happens is we just had a little bit too much over pursuit on the defense on the backside, going the other way. And that's what happens. You lose contain. It's all over.
Cam Fain deserves to reset, recharge, and recover with Recover 180. Recover 180 is the premium functional hydration solution for everyone who lives life on the go, on the field, in the gym, or on the court. Recover 180 keeps you moving. With only 60 calories and 3 times more electrolytes than other leading sports drinks, Recover 180 improves energy, reduces stress, and offers rapid relief and recovery from dehydration. Before, during, or after a workout, Recover 180 will take your recovery to a whole new level. Reset, recharge, recover with Recover 180.
Speaking of recover, the L and L-Cats, it has to be let's regather as a unit, as a team now. Because now they're down, we got 2 scores, brother.
It's a 2-score game now, 13-0, 11:41 left in the third quarter. That was the first play from scrimmage of the second half, and Cam Fain broke it for 80 yards.
Yeah. If you're the L-Cats right now, back's against the wall. You have to respond. Down 13-0, put some points on the board.
And here's a kick from Edgewood up and away. This one will be returned. It's J.P. Regeeg, and he'll have a hole up the middle, all the way up to the 38-yard line before he's brought down. Nice blocking support there for Regeeg.
That's right. / Corey Manley. That's effort. Now, that's the way you respond right there.
That is. I'm trying to find his name right here on this.
Yeah, it is J.P. Regeeg.
Loving it. That's how you – that's I love it.
R-G-U-I-G. Regeeg, yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, man, you got to teach me how to play the harmonica, man.
Yeah, wow.
I heard that, and I was like,
unbelievable. I thought I thought we had a glitch in the system or something. I was confused where that was coming from.
When our boy Truggen starts trucking again, we might hear it again.
You are just an absolute maniac.
Trudge
is what you are.
All right.
The Trudgen train.
Let's go. Got to respond. This is the offense. Let's see something here.
So Lake Mills from their 39-yard line. A great return there. Out of the gun, and it's handed off. Wrapped right up at the 39-40-yard line as he falls forward for a gain of about 1 yard.
Look at how many defenders are on the ball right there.
Swarming the football.
You see that?
The front 7 from Edgewood.
They're stacking the box well.
Continues their fundamentals on defense, and they're looking pretty good stopping that run.
It was Rex Cassidy on the rush for the L-Cats. Now 2nd and 9. They'll mark it as a gain of 1.
I mean, this is a big game, obviously, for Edgewood. Again, hasn't had a home game since 1994.
Yep.
You obviously don't want the first one in 27 years to be a loss.
No, you do not.
So that's obviously in their heads.
And they want to start off season play, of course, but non-conference play at 2-0 as they start conference play next week. Here's the 2nd and 9 from their own 40 for the L-Cats. Again, out of the gun is Caden Belling. Solid junior quarterback for them. He'll fake a handoff, throws it over the middle, and he's got a man past the 50 and good for a first down. Guess who? Matthew Stenbrotten.
That's right. One of the JoJo brothers.
Pass is complete to Stenbrotten.
Absolutely.
The JoJo brothers. He's the sophomore at 6'3", two-way player, as most guys on the Lake Mills team are. Only about 25 guys on that squad. Much shorter bench than Edgewood across the way.
Yep.
Lake Mills bench just in front of us here.
And that's why they can't flinch. That's what Coach Alvarez used to say to us. They've gotten punched in the mouth, especially with this play coming out of the half, and they just can't flinch. They just got to stay the course and get back in it slowly.
Now, with 10 minutes left in the third quarter, here's the first down play from the 48-yard line of the Crusaders. Handed off to Carson Lund. Lund uses the block from his center, but is dragged back. That was a manly tackle by Edgewood defender Wes Coates.
Seems to me the L-Cats really went into halftime, and their halftime adjustments seemed to be like they said, let's just play some controlled football.
Yeah.
This series, they seem to be a little bit more controlled than they did previously. And I think that was a huge adjustment.
59 was on that tackle, too. Budansky.
That's your guy, Norvell. That's your guy.
His is Budzinski, but
There it is.
I'm talking about the famous Burt Reynolds movie in the early 70s. Budzinski.
Don't age yourself over there, Norvell. Remember, we're at a high school game. 2nd and 7 to go from the 45-yard line of Edgewood. Here's Lake Mills back to work. Belling out of the gun. Oh, boy, heavy pressure coming at him. He eludes it, goes right up the middle, and falls forward for a gain of 5 yards. Talk about getting away from pressure there.
That's outstanding effort for that quarterback, getting some positive yardage. But on the defense, you got to settle down as a rusher, gather yourself, and make the play. He was a little bit out of control coming in there.
He's not quite good enough for a first, but a gain of 6 yards there makes it 3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line.
3rd and 2 is where you want to be.
Yeah, it is.
This is where you open up the play.
If it's a 3rd down, that's where you want to be. You'd rather it be 1st down, right? But
right.
It's a 3rd down. You can't ask for much better than that.
Situational football.
Look at that. The Joe brothers are to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both Stenbrottens to the left of the quarterback alongside Carson Lund, the running back, out wide.
Empty formation.
And Belling's got 2 receivers to his right as well, Cassidy and Regeeg. He's going to go to Michael Stenbrotten this time, the senior, on a short pass. Did he get there? Yes, he did. They will signal he is good for the 1st down. So Lake Mills continues to move the chains here. Now, Monte, you said they had to respond. So far, so good.
They are, and that's why I'm actually really impressed right now because, again, you have to make halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
You have to. And to be honest with you, it seems like Lake Mills most definitely had made some adjustments because they're marching this football down the field right now.
Yeah.
13-0 is the score. 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Go ahead, Norvell.
Oh, just saying, nice little screenplay. You get it to one of the studs on the team, and he gets the 1st down. You got to get it to your playmakers, right?
Yeah, you do. And they've got quite a few of them, the L-Cats do, on that offensive front.
Who's going to step up?
Cassidy and Regeeg left, the brothers to the right. Stenbrotten brothers, that is. Regeeg.
Little blitz.
Cassidy. Big blitz. No joke there. He dumps it off to Lund. Lund's got space up the left sideline and gets a gain of about 7 as he falls forward. Monte, you're a former running back. You know how important it is to fall forward.
You have to, man. You have to.
Yep.
My sophomore year, I finished with 996 yards, and I'm still sick about it.
96.
I should have fell forward a little bit
Really?
more times.
That one still haunts you.
James White had 1,000, John Clay had 1,000, and I was 996.
996.
So there were a couple plays I didn't fall forward.
Amen.
You defensive guys.
You got to learn how to get those extra yards, young man.
2nd down and 2 to go.
2 backs with him. Caden Belling, the quarterback. He gets the snap, but he'll drop back to pass. Heavy pressure again. Airing it way downfield and overthrew his man, J.P. Ruig.
Yep, J.P.
He threw it out of bounds. Now, my running backs coach would always say, never in the history of the game of football has a pass been completed out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance.
So true.
Give your receiver
love
a
that.
chance.
So true. But it was a nice effort for the young man getting past him.
It was. There they are.
Edgewood crowd's trying to fire this.
Student section getting going here in the 3rd quarter. They've got a 13-point lead. Trying to make a defensive stand here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2 from the 28 of Edgewood. The L-Cats of Lake Mills starting to roll.
I'm looking for a defensive play by Edgewood.
Belling barking some orders at his offensive line. Now steps back into the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to each side. And a handoff to Lund here. He'll fall forward. He's not going to get it, though, fellas.
There it is. That's that play. Someone stepped up and made a play. Great pursuit, man. I'm really loving the pursuit to the football.
Yeah.
That's that effort we talk about, man.
Defensive line of Edgewood been impressive here so far, Norvell.
That was Andrew again, number 59, making a tackle. He's got to have about 8 tackles so far.
But Zinski, the defensive player of the game, maybe for Edgewood. We can't forget about Cam Fain, though, of course, with 2 interceptions.
Absolutely.
But Zinski's been everywhere.
Yeah, both 2 of those players have definitely made a lot of plays.
This is 4-down territory at the Edgewood 29, down 13 points. They got to go for it here on 4th and 3, excuse me.
This is a big play.
No doubt about it.
This is a big play.
And whistles will be blown. We've got a timeout for Lake Mills. A recover 80, 180 timeout. Reset, recharge, recover. With recover, 180 as they step aside on the field. We'll do the same. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
I don't know.
996. Wow.
996, man.
What year was that?
2010.
2010.
As soon as you said that, that's what brought me back. I was like, I think I'm trying to remember which running back, Hall of Famer, would always put the ball, get tackled falling forward, but push the ball forward.
Well, Walter Payton did
Was
that.
that Walter? I think
Walter Payton did that, yeah, for sure.
That was sweet feet, man. He would always do that, and he actually got some extra yards.
Amen.
With stats.
My brother played with those guys in '86, the year after they won the Super Bowl.
Unreal.
Yeah. He's got some stories, man. That 86 Bears, 85 Bears. Oof.
Best team ever.
Yeah. At least the most colorful team ever.
That's true.
You know?
All right, we ready?
Let's rock.
3, 2, 1. Welcome me back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. The video version available on Wisconsin On Demand throughout the high school football season. So if you want a visual, follow along with us on WisconsinOnDemand.com. The fourth down play. Belling looked to throw it left side, but was batted down by the Edgewood defensive line. I just gave him praise before the break, and they come up big there again.
Sam Kinslinski got his hands up. There you go.
Oh, my goodness, man. I'm feeling for Lake Mills right now, man, because that you know, they're in a position to obviously score to get on the board, but obviously they do not. Ooh.
So Edgewood will take over on their own 29-yard line.
That's a nice, impressive play by that defensive front from a high school guy. If you can't sack the guy, get your hands up.
They were hearing in North Valley. You're saying they got to get the hands up. They were listening to you.
That's impressive.
It makes a difference.
Maybe they heard me.
It makes a difference.
I think they did. Well, 1st and 10 from the 29. 5 minutes, 54 seconds in the third quarter remaining. 13-0, Edgewood on top.
All right, what are we going to do here as Edgewood?
Let's find out. Hartlieb in the gun, 2 with him in his backfield. He will hand it off to Cam Fain.
When in doubt, go to Cam, right?
That seems to be the rule this game indeed.
What's the plan? Give it to Cam.
That's right.
I had to say it.
You going to pull out your harmonica next, Monte?
Oh, I need to learn how to play it, man. I need to learn.
I charge for lessons. Nah, you just play by ear, man.
2nd and 12. Edgewood ball here from the 27.
Just casually says that.
Yeah, charge for lessons. And again out of the gun is Hartlieb. Hartlieb going to drop back to pass. He's got 3 receivers to his left side. That's where he'll throw. He's got a man midfield. Ooh, and he couldn't bring it down. Mark Herring, the tight end.
Yep.
Had a touchdown earlier in this game, a rushing touchdown.
Great defensive play right there.
Yeah.
He was all over him.
That's right. That's why one of the brothers, that was number 10, that was Matthew on that one.
He was all over him. It was
Sean Broughton.
It was a really good play call, too.
Yeah.
The defense just played better.
I think he could have came down with that, though. You guys get paid to hold on to the ball. If it's in your area, you got to squeeze it.
High school kids not getting paid too much, are they?
Squeeze it.
Not yet, at least.
I know the new NLI rules are out there, but
Not yet, at least.
Yeah. They're going crazy down there.
I tell you what, the game of football is different nowadays, though.
here the Edgewood fan section going nuts for the Channel 15 camera. Mike Jocko is here, sports director at NBC 15. Snap to Hartlieb as he rolls left. He's actually going to take it himself as he's got some space. No, he won't. He'll fling it down the sideline. It is caught by Fain, but they call him out of bounds. No catch. That'll bring up a 4th down and 12 to go from their own 27. Nice stand there by the Lake Mills defense.
I'm trying to understand what's going on here with the offense. Trudgeon has not seen any clock, I don't think, this whole series.
I was going to say.
Correct. He did not have the ball.
That's been their playmaker out. Him and Cam, of course.
Yeah. He was in the slot on the long pass, but they haven't went to him yet. But, yeah, this is an obviously punt situation, right?
It is.
No doubt about it.
And, guys, never fails. Look who's back there to catch the punt.
That would be Michael Stenbroten, one of the two brothers we keep bringing up for Lake Mills.
That's right.
Had the chance to chat with his uncle a bit, or their uncle, rather, a bit,
nice.
during halftime. Said number 10, Matthew Stenbroten, the sophomore, still growing like a weed.
My goodness, man. My goodness, to be that tall at that age.
Well, number one, Michael's got some legs on him, too. Look at those quads.
Yeah. These are some playmakers.
Looks like Schwarzenegger walking across
These
there.
are some athletes right here, man.
No
These
doubt
are some
about it.
athletes.
So let me just go back to the thing about they don't get paid. But this
Oh, here we go.
I just want to
Strap
say,
yourself in.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. They're not getting paid, but look at this school.
Right.
Look at how beautiful this city is. They're playing in front of all their friends. It is such it's an honor to play this sport.
No
Am I
doubt.
right about it? It's an honor. I don't care about badminton. I don't care about checkers. I don't care about tennis. I don't care about Yahtzee. Football is the greatest sport on the planet. And when you get an opportunity to play it, you have to take advantage of it. It's like getting paid. Think about it.
I don't care about Yahtzee.
Think about all the friends in the stands that are not able to be out there. Like I've said, it is an honor to be out there. So it is a form of getting paid.
No doubt.
And the lessons that they learn, as you know, from football, if their coach is worth anything, of course he learns. I mean, the lessons they're getting from playing this game will go on with you for the rest of your life.
100%.
Edgewood here to punt it away on a 4th and 12. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Aaron Norvell with the impassioned speech there, also alongside Monty Ball. I'm Alex Strope. Here is the return. It actually won't be a return. We'll be down by Trudgeon at the 41-yard line of Lake Mills. That's where they'll take over.
Get away from it, right? Get away from it. You got to
Get away from poison. Yeah. Or Peter.
Peter.
For over 50 years, Pizza Pit has been delivering fast, fresh, and hot pizza to the greater Madison area. Pizza Pit isn't just pizza, though. They serve breadsticks, sandwiches, pizza fries, wings, and gyros. With 8 area locations, you can't go wrong, and it's even easier to order on the Pizza Pit app. Download the Pizza Pit app wherever you get your applications and order from a Pizza Pit at over 8 area locations.
4.5 minutes, down by 13. Lake Mills has to respond.
Plenty of time, gentlemen. Plenty of time.
They got to get it going, though. They got to
do.
get it going.
It's a 2-possession game. Here's a good opportunity for them. Belling out of more of a pistol formation, it seems, this go-around.
Absolutely.
Thanks for verifying that. I appreciate it. Carson Lund gets the handoff, and he'll go right up the gut for a gain of about 3.
No, trust your gut, man.
I do.
You know it.
I know, but it's a little daunting, I got to admit. When I'm calling out a formation, I'm standing next to Monte Ball and Aaron Norvell, who know way more than I do about the game of football.
You're spot on, man. You called it right. That was a pistol.
All right, gut check. All right, trust the gut.
Pistol formation, absolutely.
Let's see if the L-Cats can put together some offense here, boys.
Right. Back to the pistol formation.
All right, thanks, Monte. You can take my job if you want.
No, man, you got a great voice.
Here's Belling out of the pistol formation. It looks like Lund in his backfield, and it is. He'll roll back to throw, and he had some pressure coming, but he was able to get rid of it. Ruig there on the reception, and a big gain up the right sideline. He's still going and takes a big hit at the Edgewood 30-yard line, but that's a huge gain.
I like 24. I mean, he's balling on special teams. I mean, he's making some plays out there. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, that was a great tackle. But with Lake Mills, obviously, needing to respond, big play right there, man. And as I was watching it unfold, the sideline over here, Lake Mills, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
That's how you create momentum.
Got some energy moving on that sideline as they're down by 13 points, as mentioned, a 2-possession game, but you can put plays like that together. It ain't going to be a 2-possession game for long.
They're digging deep in that playbook. They busted out a new formation this series, that pistol formation.
And they go back to it here on 1st down and 10 from the 29 of Edgewood. Belling.
Oh, nice.
Fakes a handoff, turns around and guns it to the right side. Stenbroten's there, but it goes in and out of his hands.
Squeeze it.
Got to squeeze it.
Just like us, maybe he's sweating through his gloves, and that's why it slipped through.
Yeah.
Many things.
You can't use that as an excuse. It's, as Coach Alvarez is saying, their guys are on the other side of the ball are sweating too. Nobody cares. Guys in Michigan are sweating. Make the play, Scrap.
That's very true. With the game of football, excuses do not take you far.
Absolutely.
Especially in the film room. They do not take you far.
Oh, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Harmonicas and Barry Alvarez impressions. That's what you'll get when you bring Aaron Norvell to town. Oh, man. Out of the pistol again. Belling Takes the handoff, rolls left this time. He's flag throws. This might be a free play as he goes to Stenbrook and Michael that time. Or you think it's holding?
Holding. I saw it all the way. Saw it unfold. That was holding for sure.
I see our little man, JP, that made that nice play last time.
Ruick.
Yeah, he was out last play, but he's got a little Steve Edelman in him. You know what I mean? That little, you know what I mean? He's got that little feistiness to him. I enjoy watching his play.
You got a holding call. I saw it. That's tough. Defensive end, or excuse me, D-tackle beat him. He tried to hold on to him.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get the rollout, right?
Belling had to elude that pressure regardless. So that'll bring him back, make it a 2nd and 15.
You know, you'd like to see them respond because obviously that's a drive killer right there. But 2nd and 15, they can still.
Actually, I believe it's a 2nd and 20.
No, they got on
It's
15.
longer than 25, maybe.
Wait. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, they've got the first down marker at the 20. They're at the 44.
25.
Yeah.
You'd like to see the Hellcats get some points going into the fourth quarter. You know, it makes it a little tough being down 13.
Yeah.
You'd like to get a little bit of points going into the fourth, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. 2nd and 25 here, gentlemen. Big 2nd down. Going to want to air it out again. They go back to the gun. He's got 2 men with him in his backfield. Motioning a receiver to his left to make it 2 on his left side, 1 on his right side. Belling drops back, going to air it out right side. He's got a man up the sidelines. Oh, and it went through his hands.
Go ahead.
It was Matthew Stenbrook.
It was one of our Joes, Stenbrook. You got to squeeze that. You got to squeeze it, right?
Want to do the Alvarez impression again?
Catch the ball, Scrap. I don't care if you play linebacker. It was thrown right to you. Sorry, Coach. I'm shot. I don't want to hear it.
Good old Barry, man. We were fortunate to have him, again, just real quick, when Coach B took off, and at the Rose Bowl, we had Barry Alvarez.
Yeah, he filled in.
He obviously didn't do too much coaching, but it was still awesome.
Yeah.
To say, hey, our head coach right now is Barry Alvarez.
He's an absolute legend, not only in the city of Madison, but in college football as a whole, transitioning this year to an advisory role with the Big Ten.
He's the man. He's like a dad.
Here's a 3rd and long. 3rd and 25 to be exact. Belling gets the gun. Flings it to Ruig at the sideline, but that's only good for a gain of about 13.
There's JP making another play again. That's all I do is make plays. Throw me the ball, Coach. He's making plays.
Took some pre-workout.
Yeah, I was going to say, he must have. When he went to his car to get his harmonica, he drank another pre-workout drink.
Yep.
Get some push-ups in the parking lot.
I got some recovery from my man KC. Thank you very much, sir, for the recovery drink.
4th and 15. You don't have a lot of plays for this.
No, you don't.
You don't have a lot of plays for 4th and 15.
But you got to pull one out of the bag here. You're in Edgewood territory. You're down 13 with only 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. You got to go for it.
And they got to throw what? Past the sticks, right?
Yes, they do. You run your route past the sticks, not at the sticks.
Copy that.
And here's Belling dropping back. Pressure coming. He's eluding to his right. Lets it fly over the middle. Oh, and Ruig dove for it. Couldn't bring it in for the first down. So close. You got to squeeze, Monte.
You got to squeeze it, baby.
Squeeze.
That's a catch. Got to squeeze it. Honestly, I want to know what they're doing in the weight room. What we did, obviously, for strength grip, for wrist grip, all the above. Grip journey.
I think
25-pound plates, and you have to walk around the whole field twice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun to me.
No, but job done.
For the Hellcats' defense, though, there was extreme pressure by the defensive front.
There was.
And he had to do everything he could to catch that ball. I mean, he was basically like almost horizontal. And he went. He gave effort, though.
Belling let that fly as he was eluding pressure, but
question for you.
Solid.
Looks like our guy JP's got a little shook him up a little bit on the sidelines.
I got a question for you. Do you think, now obviously we don't know, but if the field was grass, if there was some give in that, him like pretty much laying down and catching it, do you think we have a catch right there? Because he kind of bounced off the turf.
He did bounce off
which I
the
think
turf.
affected his grip.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have.
I love a good hypothetical.
Excuses don't get you far.
We got a long way away, but it didn't look like he had much on that. He just touched it with his fingertips, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Edgewood going to take over at their own 34-yard line. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remain in this 3rd quarter.
I do like the reference to grass because the Scrappers, old school.
The smell of it too. Love it.
Love it indeed. Here's the snap. to Mason Folkers, who's back in the game, the second quarterback for the Crusaders. He's going to use his leg. Well, both of them, in fact. He's going to use his legs going left, and he gets a big gain there. I think a gain of about 8 yards, guys. They've been mixing up the quarterbacks here and there. Only the second drive we've seen Folkers, but he can move.
Yeah, right there, right. You can tell this kid got some legs on him.
Yeah.
He was rolling right there.
That's a good compliment from Monte Ball, saying you got legs.
Hey, 8-yard pickup.
Yeah.
That's huge. 8-yard pickup on the first down. Let's go.
That was a broken play and a little bit of loss contained by Lake Mills.
So that brings up a 2nd and 2. Just under the 3-minute mark, 2:59 here in the third quarter at their 42. Edgewood working for the next 3 minutes from our left to our right. Approaching midfield, out of the gun. Here's the snap to Folkers. He dumps it off to Trudgeon. Trudgeon sheds a tackle. He's past the 50-yard line and good for a first down. Trudgeon train is rolling. The Trudgeon train rolling along.
Love the rhythm on that, too.
The Trudgeon train is good.
I was gonna start singing right there, man. I was gonna start singing. I got some pipes,
my
man.
goodness.
I got some vocal cords, man.
You like Vito Brown?
He looked like
Vito Brown can sing pretty good.
I've heard, man.
Wisconsin men's basketball player, yeah.
he looked like Christian Okoye out there in the flat, didn't he?
The Nigerian.
He's running over people.
Oh my gosh, I love Nightmare. There
That's
it is.
right,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
I knew I was gonna get that.
And what number was he?
All right, you lost me there.
35.
35. There it is.
Just a little sports trivia here in the middle of the game. 2:18 left. There's the snap to Folkers. He hands it off to Abe Thompson, who's got a big gain up the right sideline.
Great run.
All right.
And he lowered his shoulder there as they approached the sideline. That was nice. Abe Thompson, the running back there, the junior for Edgewood.
That's what coaches like to see. Don't just run it out of bounds. Make a statement, just like you stated. I'm here.
That's right.
I'm here. You make a statement like that, you take the spirit out of a defense. You
No doubt.
really do.
The Edgewood coaches see something on the right side. They got a little bit of momentum. This is where Lake Mills has really got to step it up, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they're inside the 40.
With time a-ticking as well, Norvell. Well, I guess clock technically stops if you go out of bounds, but 2:09, clock a-ticking nonetheless.
They're losing time.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
That's my point.
That's
Thanks,
for sure.
Monte. You're better at verbalizing that than I am. Folkers out of the gun here.
Look at you get
Stepping back. Oh, boy, he lost his footing, and he's going to be wrapped up. Lake Mills steps up there. It was a 2nd and 1, and now they lose some yards, bring up 3rd down.
Great play.
nice
by
tackle.
51.
Yeah, nice tackle for loss. I'm just sitting over here looking on the right side, and some of their Joes, some of their players have been making plays on Lake Mills are playing both ways. Both the brothers, Stenborn brothers are on there, and also JP in the backfield.
J.P. Ruig, that is.
JP Ruig.
We'll get the pronunciation down for you eventually, Aaron.
I apologize, JP, but you're giving
Hey, it's
some,
okay. I've slaughtered it a few times as well.
Yeah, JP.
Minute and a half left in this third quarter as Edgewood trying to roll. 3rd and 5. Big play here for the Lake Mills defense. Out of the gun to Folkers. Folkers rolling left, looking. He will throw to the sideline. Ooh, he overthrew his man as he dove into the sideline. The intended receiver, Isaac Thielen, the 6'6" Thielen. And that brings up a 4th and 5 with 1:19 to go in this third quarter. Now, 42-yard line of Lake Mills. And it looks like they will bring out the punting unit. I was going to ask, maybe they do go for it there.
I'd go for it.
I don't want to second-guess the quarterback, but our man Trudgeon had a nice little inside. He was in the stop position. He had a nice little route, and he went to the outside receiver. He would have got the first down if he would have hit our man Trudgeon.
Klestinski on to punt it away for the Crusaders, who lead by 13.
What would you do here? Do you think punt's the right decision? I'd go for it.
Well, with a 13-point lead, I don't know. I'd go for field position.
Flag thrown there as the snap came off.
Make Lake Mills prove that they can go.
True.
The
And
distance.
this will go against Edgewood, so they'll move it back another 5 yards. False start call.
They might have done that on purpose. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give them some more room.
Might have done that on purpose.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN. Edgewood, here's the punt from
Okay, got a short punt.
Ski, and the punt will bounce at the 30-yard line of Lake Mills. Ooh, they moved back. Nice bounce there. Down to the 25 is where it will be down. Nice punt by Sam Klestinski. And Lake Mills taking over with 1:04 left in this third quarter, down 13.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, if I'm Lake Mills, you got to come back with that pistol formation. It's been very successful for them. Although they still didn't score, they were marching that football down the field.
They were. And some of their routes, the last series, they're looking good. They're getting past them. They just got to squeeze the football and convert, when their numbers called, they just got to make plays.
Yes, sir.
And away we go. Lake Mills running out of opportunities. A minute left in the third, and then the whole fourth quarter. They're down 2 possessions. They've got to make the most of this one right here. Caden Belling is in the shotgun. 2 backs in his backfield, 2 receivers right, 1 to the near side. 1 man in motion. They'll hand that one off, and some movement there.
No flags, though? That was a nice little fake. I like how the quarterback carried out his play fake there.
It was Tristan Theed on the carry.
Lake Mills run. Tackled up by Whitford.
I mean, Lake Mills is 2 plays away from this game being tied.
Yeah, it's not even close to being over.
Right.
You know this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not even close to being over. Those Edgewood fans better start cheering a little bit. we need to talk to KC to get them some recovery.
They
get
are
them
kind of
going,
quiet over there.
Quiet, you know what I mean? I think they're depressed about the band. The band, Elwood, the band.
At least somebody brought a harmonica. There's the snap and a flag thrown. Believe that'll be a false start, and it will be on the Lake Mills offense. So they'll move it back, make it a 3rd and 12.
Am I the only one that got that reference? The band, Elwood, the band. Please tell me you get that.
Nope.
The Blues Brothers.
Oh, no, sorry. So I'm still stuck on the 2nd down right now.
Monte's paying attention to the game. Norvell's making pop culture references. Imagine
I'm sorry,
that.
Man. I was literally staring at the scoreboard because I'm like, okay, they got to – I mean, we're almost in the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, clock's still running. Under 10 seconds now in this 3rd quarter. Will they get a playoff? 7, 6. They're lined up. They've got to get it off, though. Down to 5 seconds. 3, 2, and the clock will expire. That will do it for 3 quarters of work. Edgewood on top of Lake Mills, 13-0 in their first home game in 27 years. He's Aaron Norvell. He's Monte Ball. I'm Alex Strofe. We'll be back with the 4th quarter on the other side. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Sorry, man. I was trying to figure out what they were doing. I'm like,
I thought we had.
once they wound that clock, I'm like, the clock's still going. They're still standing in the huddle. I'm like, what's
I want to see.
What'd you ask
I want
them?
to see it. No, I was going to say what the reference was. I said the band, Elwood, the band. What reference to what movie that was?
I don't know. What is that?
Blues Brothers.
I never saw that.
You never saw Blues Brothers?
Nah,
Old.
I probably should have seen that.
Older movie. It's an older movie, sir. It's an older movie.
I like older movies, man.
I mean, I am coming from Hollywood, so I can talk about movies a lot. I'm sorry.
There you go. I love movies, man. What's your favorite movie?
The Thing, 1982, John Carpenter. Kurt Russell.
Carpenter.
Sci-fi movie.
All right.
Sci-fi
What's
movie.
your favorite movie you've been in?
Well, I'd probably say Transformers because I made a lot of money on it.
Right.
And it still runs. I get residuals on it. I would say that. That was the second Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 lines. Just because,
All right, let's go back to work, fellas. 1 more quarter. In 3, 2, 1. We welcome you back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN Madison, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. The exclusive video stream on WisconsinOnDemand.com. Click Watch Live to watch along with us.
2nd and 12.
3rd quarter, Edgewood on top of Lake Mills, 13-0. But Lake Mills on offense. 2nd and 12 here from their own 23-yard line. Caden Belling, their quarterback. In the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the near side. Now working from our left to our right. Snap to Belling. He fakes a handoff, rolling left. Heavy pressure, eluding, evading, and has to go down at the 20-yard line.
not the situation you want to be in on
No.
3rd down.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, and they'll lose some yards there. Now 3rd and 15.
They keep rolling him to his left, too. He's a right-handed quarterback.
Monte, you said before, you don't really have plays for 4th and 15. What about 3rd and 15?
You do. Again, situational football. You'll do your 2-minute drill, you do your 4-minute drill, and also you'll do your 3rd and long.
Yeah.
You do have some plays for this. Now, are they successful? Percentages state that they're not.
Well, we're
Usually
about to
not
find
as
out if they can be, all right?
Yeah.
And defense, just keep the ball in front of you.
11 minutes to go. They're down by 13. Here's the snap to Belling. Fakes a handoff. Oh, no, he does hand it off. That's Carson Lund up the middle, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. Now, guys, this is not good field position to be in if you want to go for it on 4th and 11.
Not at all.
I'm not understanding the play call.
I don't get it either.
3rd and 15 up the middle, handoff up the middle from the gun formation. They probably saw something that I didn't see, but
I'm thinking that they didn't want to get a turnover. That's what I'm thinking.
They're playing way too conservative, it seems like.
Well,
we'll see.
deep in their own end zone, 4th and long, they just want to get to the next down.
True.
Kick the
And
field
here's
position.
the punt up and away from LeVake. And a fair catch called at the 46-yard line by Jackson Trudgeon. So that's where they will take over at their own 46. Not too shabby, especially up 13, 10 and a half minutes remaining.
I'm thinking the coach was wanting to play field position. You would have liked a little bit of a better punt there in that situation. But it is what it is, and you got to play defense.
Absolutely.
Especially with 10 minutes left.
GRB Academy Baseball for the serious player. GRB Academy wants to be part of your plan to reach your potential. Utilize GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Whoa. Personal lessons are available year-round with over 300 college players and over 150 D1 commitments. GRB has led the way in the Midwest for college recruitment and player development. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. GRB Academy Baseball for the serious player. 13-0 as Edgewood takes over at their own 46-yard line.
The question is, can the two brothers and little JP, can they motivate their teammates to make a play?
They have to.
Come on, guys.
Here's the first down snap. Pistol now made a gun formation. Handoff. And, oh, man, he was there as he held on to his jersey. Fought for a gain of, or maybe a loss of about 1.
Yep, that's what it's looking like.
That's a nice play by the D tackle there. He didn't wrap him up, but he disruption and waited for his teammates to come take him down.
Part of his shirt just got ripped off. He just threw it to the 30-yard line. Referee taking that off the field now. They're going to, and then we've got a quick injury timeout. Looks like a cramp as it is about 85 degrees out here.
Yeah.
Taking a few water timeouts during this game.
Right.
As this is a hot day to be wearing shoulder pads and a helmet.
Hot.
It's the hottest game you guys ever played in. Do you remember? Anything come to mind?
Vegas.
Yeah.
My freshman year, we flew out to Vegas, and it was a night game, but it was still about 101.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Norvell?
We played at Cal. We opened up at Cal in '90 before. In '89. In '89 before Alvarez got there, and it was toasty. Not only that, they had the worst locker room in the United States. It was shoulder to shoulder coming out of the visitors' locker room, walking down. It was literally the worst visiting locker room in the United States.
You know teams do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like Iowa, visiting team.
Even in the NFL, they do it on purpose, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly, there's one team that places microphones around the locker rooms. But we're not gonna go there. Just like Peyton said, we have to have our conversations in the shower.
Drone gate.
Drone gate from earlier as a drone overflew the field here at Edgewood High School. Here's the handoff to Jackson Trudgeon. He goes right side behind the right tackle.
The sun's going down
Fights for a gain of about 1 there, so it'll be a 3rd and 10.
Hands on the hips on the D tackles for Lake Mills, guys.
This is all data too.
Yeah.
The offensive coordinator's looking at that.
Yeah. We are only in week 2.
Right.
There's only 22 players listed on the Lake Mills roster. Half of them are out on the field right now.
Oh, man, I can only imagine.
Yeah, most of their studs are going both ways, but that's what high school's all about. You want both ways.
It
don't
is.
you?
Yeah, linebacker and running back, yeah.
Hey, that's right.
Good luck not getting tired in week 2 when it's 86 degrees outside, right, Norvell?
That's right. All the cardio in the world, you're still
going to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Be sweating like Monte is up here. 9 minutes left in this one. 13-0, Edgewood on top. He's rolling with it, his Hartlib. And it was batted away by JP.
There he
hands
goes.
for you, man. There's those hands for you. Defense getting their hands up.
JP.
Even though he was
like Corey Manley out there.
I got to ask, what was that noise?
Yeah, well,
that was his last name. That's how they say it in French. JP. Nice rush on the
what's up with the
They got the roll.
True, yeah.
I just don't know how that man's brain works. That's Aaron Norvell, Monte Ball also alongside him, Alex Stroh. 4th and 10 here for the Crusaders on their own 46. Punt from Klasinski up and away, and it will be touchdown at the 23-yard line.
You referenced before that you never did punt return, but I like the punt returner to catch the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you have an opportunity, catch the ball.
That's what they teach him.
Yeah, that could have rolled another 20. I mean, it didn't, but he had an opportunity to do that.
Yep.
You know, but he is going both ways though. Right?
He is.
He is.
One of the Joe brothers.
He is. But I'm glad you brought that up, though, because that is what they teach punt returners.
Yeah.
If you can't catch it, catch it. Because obviously you don't want it to bounce, and then it turns into an even better kick.
Right.
God, before we got,
As some of the players of Lake Mills have come to the sideline, several of them just look exhausted.
Exhausted, man.
Heat exhaustion.
Got to hydrate, baby.
Back on offense is Lake Mills, though. Down 13, 8:44 left. They start from their own 22. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling using those quick legs of his to roll right, cut some defenders, and then 5 Crusaders it took to bring him down after a gain of about 2 yards.
You look around, 1, 2, there's only 3 defensive players that weren't in on that tackle. That's outstanding pursuit by Edgewood. Hats off to their D coordinator.
That's that effort, man, that we keep talking about.
Yep.
That's effort. You can control your effort, and just as a fan of football, that's what you like to see, man.
Gain of 2 coming up to the 24-yard line. I want to remind you, after this game's completed, we'll have a special edition studio show of Prep Mania, looking at scores around the area. We'll check in on Middleton and Wanakee with the Dean, Dennis Semrau. Got some conversations you're going to want to hear, including the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Jackson Trudgeon, a 6-minute profile with him. Nice. Coming up all later here on 100.5 ESPN. Under the 8-minute mark now, 2nd and 8 from the 24. Here's the snap to Belling. He's going to drop back, look to throw. He has time this play. Maybe he does not. He stays on his feet and just had to hop out of bounds after a loss of about 13 yards, fellas.
Number 50, outstanding effort. Was getting blocked, fought through the block, threw him out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's a great play.
Right now, it's looking like Edgewood's got their number.
It does.
Edgewood's got their number. And again, obviously, Lake Mills doesn't have the numbers on the sideline as Edgewood does, and I think that's obviously playing a huge factor right now.
Badanski's down.
Give him some of that secret serum, that Captain America secret serum. Get him back in there.
Well, speaking of the secret serum, I think our man KC needs to donate some of the Recovery 180 to some of the Lake Mills players because, unfortunately, you can see some of them down there on there that are looking like they're pretty tapped out.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's most definitely unfortunate for Lake Mills right now. Again, they do not have the numbers that Edgewood does.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see it right now. Right, this team is exhausted.
Right. Looks like a cramp. Oh, this guy.
Yeah, it looked like this guy here is puking, which is a clear sign of dehydration.
Yeah. But, regardless of the numbers of their players, regardless of them being on their own, it's football, right?
Yep.
It's like both teams got to go out there. Both teams have the same amount of time. Both teams have the opportunity to make the plays. This is when, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I hate to say that, but I guess I just did.
If you know that you're playing both sides of the ball, you got to work on your conditioning. Do more. Gain that edge.
Well, each team's trotting back out now to the field as we had a quick water timeout, a couple players getting worked at on the sidelines, but your boy's back up, Norvell, and trotting back to his side of the field.
Good.
So good to see him up under his own power.
Long play.
19 yards is a very long distance.
That was a big loss there as Belling tried to, do some matrix stuff on the sideline, but really couldn't tiptoe and ended up hopping out of bounds. Here's the 3rd and 19. They're down 13 with 7.5 minutes left. This is a big play for Lake Mills. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling's going to roll to his left. He's got pressure coming. He's going to let it fly down the sideline. Got a man, and it's caught.
That's a beautiful play.
That's good for a first down for Lake Mills.
Is it? It could be. It could be. Move the chains, baby.
That's a beautiful play.
Here we go.
Really nice play there.
That's a gut check right there. You're backed. Oh, my gosh. I love seeing that stuff. I love seeing players step up. And now let's see if they gain the momentum.
That's
and go down
effort.
and score.
No doubt about it. I believe it was Cole Flood in the reception.
This is when the senior leadership has to walk up and down the sideline and say, guys, do we want to be 2-0? I mean, this is it. There's 7 minutes left, right?
Do we want to be 2-0?
2-0.
That's all you got to ask.
1-1 or 2-0. I mean, you got 7 minutes left.
Exactly.
That's what you got to ask.
Now it's go time. 7:29 is what it says on the clock. 13-0. Edgewood on top. Lake Mills starting to roll now from their own 37. 1st and 10. It's a shotgun formation. Receivers set to each side. One man in the backfield. Stenbroden in motion. So no receivers right now, and they're on the left hash.
That's right.
However, Belling's going to roll right. He wanted to open up the field a little bit. Can he get rid of it? Yes, he does, and that'll fall incomplete, intended for Liam Kerrigan.
See, I can't. He's already scored 2 interceptions and scored a touchdown, but he put his head down and he stuck his shoulder pads in the quarterback's rib cage. But if he would have had his hands up, the quarterback wouldn't even got the pass off.
Yeah.
Plus, he's what, 6'1"?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fundamental football, man.
Yeah.
Fundamental football. Obviously, fundamentals really come into play when you're tired.
It's hard to make that
focus
decision in a split decision when you rush the passer, but it's repetition and sticking to your technique and fundamentals.
I need to see this offense put together a good series right here.
I got the two brothers out right.
Yep.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the gun. Caden Belling, the quarterback, the junior. 5'10". He's going to drop back to pass. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. And it was caught. Brought up to the 40-yard line for a gain of 3 yards. Who was there on the reception?
Looks like.
Here we go. It was Tristan Theed on the reception, number 6.
Number 50 is the same guy that had that big TFL on the sidelines over here.
Yeah.
I don't see his. I don't
Talking
see him
about-
on here.
You talking about it for Edgewood?
Yeah.
Kits, that's right here. Kitzmiller.
Am I missing it?
Jackson Kitzmiller.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh,
5'9", 220 pounds.
Norvell was looking at the wrong side of his roster.
I'm
not letting that one fly.
I just had to flip it over. I was looking at Lake Mills. Sorry.
All right.
We'll forgive you, Norvell.
There he goes.
Here we go. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down opportunity here for the Lake Mills offense. Trails by 13. On the left hash mark, and they're going to burn a recover 180 timeout. Reset, recharge, and recover with recover 180. While they take a timeout on the field, we're going to take our final timeout from Goodman Athletic Complex at Edgewood High School in Madison. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
A doctor, a nurse,
All right.
CNA, law enforcement, fire,
This is fun, fellas.
paramedic. Please stand and be
I
recognized.
thought they needed somebody. This is fun. Who was hurt. This is fun. My man. I'm used to hearing you talk. It's like you're only here just listening.
I don't mind.
I'm chilling.
I'm entertained. I'm good.
Doing great,
Norvell.
Doing great.
We're all doing good, man. I'd love to see a competitive on the road.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, last night at Sun Prairie and Wisconsin Rapids. I forgot what the final was. Actually, I probably would have it written down.
Let's get back.
Sorry. Welcome you back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. 3rd down opportunity here for Lake Mills, who trails by 13 from their own 40-yard line. Here's the snap to Belling. Oh, and he is sacked. A duo of Edgewood Crusaders in there to bring him down.
The front 7 has come to play.
Carter Wiesackle in there for the Crusaders first.
Front 7 for sure. You got to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Dominate in the trenches. Usually when you do, you put yourself in a great position to win the game.
4th and 12 now. And there's under 7 minutes remaining. It's a 2-possession game. They got to go for it here, right, fellas?
They do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're racking up the TFLs, though, in Edgewood.
6.5 minutes left to go, 4th and 12. Yeah, you open up the entire playbook and you get in the end zone.
Those are the voices of former Badger football players, Aaron Norvell and Monte Ball. I'm Alex Strofe here live from Goodman Athletic Complex at Madison Edgewood High School. Their first home game since 1994, and they hold a 13-point lead. But a big 4th down opportunity here for Lake Mills.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
what you want to see.
Delay of game.
That seemed kind of quick, didn't it?
The second delay of game, yeah.
Are the wheels?
That's how you can tell that some fatigueness is really getting to them.
Yeah.
The penalties start increasing. The turnovers, obviously not in their favor.
No doubt about it. That makes it 4th and 17, guys, but they still have to go for it here as the clock continues to roll now at the 6-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Here's the snap to Belling. Belling's got to air it out, and he does. Flings it down the left sideline, and that is intercepted.
Why? Why would you catch the ball, though? Right?
Oh, so true.
I mean,
Probably wants the stats, right?
You got
the game
stats,
film. You got the game film.
That's one of those. He's going to get to the sideline. Good job, good job.
He's a junior. Leo Koenig there on the interception.
Coach is going to pull him to the side and be like, hey, that's a phenomenal play. Great job.
Yeah. Well,
But we got to play some smart football. You probably should have batted down. Although, good job on him.
That's just
Great
25
play.
yards they lost, but that's okay. They got the momentum, and their fans are wild here. They must be crushing the recovery 180 over there. Listen to them.
First home game in, well, since any of them have been alive.
All right.
Yeah.
They're unaware
Exactly.
of the last one.
Right. I would say a friend of mine who's no longer with us talked me into going to Hollywood, and he went to this high school. Chris Farley.
Chris
Farley.
He talked me into going to Hollywood years ago.
Mr. Farley.
Shout out to my boy, man.
It's looking like right now, obviously, with Edgewood being up 13-0, we're going to start getting into some 4-minute drill here.
I think so. Here's the snap. Hartlib, he's going to take it himself. Right up the middle. We had a nice hole there all the way up. Oh, excuse me, that was actually Mason Fulkers, the other quarterback. He ran up there for a gain of about 9 all the way to the 45-yard line.
I was about to say I saw Hartlieb's father, Jim Hartlieb, played at Iowa, and we played against him our senior year, and he brought back some memories of us losing that game down there in Iowa. They beat us in the last seconds of the game, and he reminded me of a screen. A running back ran about 63 yards, and he ran away from me, and he reminded me about that loss. So seeing Hartley brings back bad memories.
I'm looking at the list right now. So Edgewood's got some height on these guys. They got 14 players over 6 feet. Lake Mills only got 2.
Look at Monty coming up with some of the great statistics. Good work there. Good little investigative journalism. Here's the 2nd and 1 play. It's a handoff to Abe Thompson. He'll fall forward for a gain of 3 yards up to the 49, their own 49. Right. Actually, a gain of 4 there, and that will move the chains. First down as we get under the 5-minute mark here.
First down, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Situational football, I keep harping on that. This is the 4-minute drill. This is where you run the football, stay in bounds, get the clock going.
Yep.
And obviously ball security.
And if you're moving the chains, that's only going to help it work in your favor.
And this is where they got to punch it out. I mean, it's kind of like desperation time, guys.
Right.
Punch the football out. Lake Mills.
Ball security is a very high priority right now.
Here's the first down play. They're still using that shotgun formation. Snap to Folkers. Looks like an option. He'll pitch it there, and that'll go to
get it to the
who
athlete.
else but Cam Fain. Fain breaks the tackle at the 40-yard line, up the left sideline, the 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. A 51-yard rushing touchdown for Cam Fain. 2 interceptions, 2 rushing touchdowns for Cam Fain tonight.
Wow. I thought that was just for Trudgeon.
Well, he's got a different tune.
Oh, okay.
He's got I gave him a little blues tune.
I like it.
a little blues tune.
Cam Fain.
They probably need to incorporate that for every time they score a touchdown.
Trudgeon gets the little choo-choo.
Cam Fain in there on a 51-yard rushing touchdown. He was in the backfield with Folkers, and it looked like they had an option set up there as Folkers thought about taking it himself, saw an opportunity for Fain, pitched it to him, and he took it right up the near sideline here, 51 yards.
That just goes to show you that obviously the coach trusts his quarterback. Trust your eyes, make a decision, make it at 100%, and that's what they're doing.
There was no lack of effort by Lake Mills. I love the effort by I think it was Michael, number 10, the brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matthew Stinton.
Matthew, yeah.
Well, the extra point, sorry, Aaron, but extra point is up and good, so that makes it 20-0 with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this one. Edgewood looks like they are going to not only play their first home game in 27 years, but they're going to win their first home game in 27 years.
You never know.
You don't, and that's the beauty about the game of football. All it takes is one play to change the momentum. But Lake Mills really need to get it together. They really need to get that extra wind and put together a great series, just to let Edgewood know that we're not going to go away easily.
Right. Big Trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers in their 60th year. Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers, and their customers, well, they want more. Join a winning team with immediate openings at new higher pay rates on both first and second shift at Stoughton Trailers Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Assemblers, forklift drivers, welders, and more. Positions available. Go to jobs.com. That's STOjobs.com. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. With 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in this fourth quarter, Edgewood has gained a 20-0 lead. Lake Mills back to recover as Edgewood on to kick it away, this time from their 40-yard line, unlike the beginning of the half where it was kicked from the 45. So a little bit more room to operate here for the Lake Mills return team, and they could certainly use one.
Well, this would not be a situation where they do an onside kick. I'm going to go out there and say that.
I hope I don't see that.
And you will not, as the kick is up and away, and this will be returned, I believe. No, actually, it'll go out of bounds.
Yep.
And they will get the ball at their 35.
Great play by the returner right there.
Yeah, JP.
That's smart football right there. Knew that the ball was going to go out of bounds. Now you have the opportunity of obviously gaining some more yards here, starting not so deep into your own end zone, and putting together a good series.
No doubt.
Now, obviously, they have a huge mountain to climb, right? Lake Mills, Monte, but still.
Yeah.
They can do it. You know what I mean?
I've seen it before.
They score quick. They get a turnover. It can happen.
Crazier things have happened.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. 20 points is
Buffalo
actually
Bills, Houston Oilers. I'll never forget that game when I was a kid. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, what year was that, Norvell, by chance?
I was in high school. It was the late. It was the late.
Yeah.
There we go. We got it.
Oh, we will actually have a re-kick here.
What?
Ah, see? So you're saying there's a chance?
We got the sun is disappearing. The breeze is in.
Oh, it's starting to feel real nice.
This might
You think the Lake Mills players are going to wake up now? They got the
Yeah,
sun on
right,
their face.
yeah.
This is just what they need. The sun has went down.
Behind the clouds, as it was staring the Lake Mills bench as well as us. We're behind the Lake Mills bench right in the face. So JP will return this one. Ruig with the return. He's going to go right up the middle. Splits two defenders. Cuts left inside up to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. Nice return there by JP Ruig. As Lake Mills really needs to get some momentum going in their favor.
Absolutely. It looks like he's a little banged up, though. He's laying down still.
Yep, that's good field position, but that's good effort. But, yes, he's down.
Hate to see that here in late in the ball game after a really solid play there by Ruig.
I like the way the young man runs. He's one cut and go. And it seems like, especially on the punt return, or kickoff return, he's one cut away from taking it the distance.
Steve Edelman. Got that grittiness to him, you know. Two-way player. Hopefully he can shake this off here and motivate his teammates to do, you know. You know how. So let's just say that they don't score, Monty, but think about it. Positive. Finish the game strong, right?
Yes.
Finish the game on a good note. Feel good about yourselves, at least going back home, regathering, getting into your game for next week. You know what I mean? Just don't throw in the towel, but just end on a positive note.
There's always room for improvement, and I think even when you lose, let's say right now if they lose 20-0, you can still go into your film room and obviously talk about some of the things that you've done well. Obviously, we need more room for improvement, but I would still say Lake Mills, obviously not having as many numbers as they do over there in Edgewood, are still playing some competitive football.
Yeah, as mentioned, only 22 players on the Lake Mills roster that was provided for the game program today. It looks like there's a few more than 22 suited up, but only 22 on the roster. A lot more than that on the Edgewood roster, about 45 on there. So they've got about double size of the roster.
Our boy JP's limping pretty good there. That's unfortunate. He's been one little warrior this game. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate to see.
Yeah, really played a good game, did JP Ruig, but he is going to come off the field here with some help. Which you just hate to see, especially this late in a game.
And that's being a player. And obviously Aaron can attest to this as well. It's you don't want to see anybody getting injured. Even if you and this guy have been talking trash all week, you still do not want to see him go down with an injury because we're all out there just trying to get better.
Yeah, I mean, I never went out of my way to hurt anybody.
Exactly.
I hope you didn't.
No.
I saw some of it in Europe, though, when I played for Holland and we played in Germany. They didn't like each other. I saw some nasty – you want to talk about some nasty football now. That's a rivalry. Red River rivalry, Michigan, Ohio State. I'll take Michigan against, Holland against Germany any day for a nasty battle.
4 minutes, 8 seconds remain. 20-0 is the score as Edgewood is on top.
Yeah, these guys were
They're giving away free burgers at the concession stand right now.
Hold on now.
There you go.
What
They
diet?
still need them to yeah.
So I guess we'll just give the headset to some fans quick, yeah.
All right, Lake Mills, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
They better put it in the end zone.
Here's the snap to Belling in the shotgun. Receivers to each side. They actually give a handoff here, and some good space, a good run by Rex Cassidy.
Well, it's obviously we're in passing down, so it's okay to try to get them a little trap draw there.
Yeah, keep the defense honest.
Yeah.
Keep the defense honest.
But even if they don't come back, right, it gives the coaches an opportunity to look at the film and figure out who's giving the effort. I mean, they're limited in numbers, but it might give them an opportunity to have some competition in practice next week, and maybe some other people will be in starting positions.
You know how it is, man. You do not want to be that player in film room after a loss, and you get called out for not giving enough effort.
That's
You
right.
don't want to be that guy.
Dan McCarney, our defensive coordinator. Are you kidding me? You did everything humanly possible to avoid contact on that play.
Here's the snap, second down to Belling. It's handed off again to Cassidy. Cassidy shedding defenders up the right sideline all the way up to the Edgewood 40.
Where was that move from? Did you see that nice little sidestep?
That was
Yeah.
great. Where's he been? There you
Beautiful
go.
feet on that. His footwork was remarkable.
And now Lake Mills starting to charge down the field now into Edgewood territory at the 40-yard line.
I'm telling you guys, the sun went down. They're ready to go.
They are. Looks like they made some personnel changes on defense a little bit, Edgewood. Giving some other guys a chance to play.
Under the 3-minute mark, though, time running out for Lake Mills to get on the board. As mentioned, they had a 23-10 win over Mineral Point at home last week to open their season with a win. Both of these teams coming in here at 1-0. WIAA season set up this year where you open your season with 2 non-conference games, and then week 3 you jump into conference play. Here's the first down play. Another handoff to Rex Cassidy. Cassidy going left, a flag thrown late as he's brought down right around the line of scrimmage.
What? Yeah, it might be. Looks like it. Yeah,
It's a holding call. I saw it from
Yeah.
the snap. That's what happens when you run outside the block. So outside zone.
Yep.
If the defender is playing sound football and keeping that outside contained, you have to cut it up, or it's going to be a call 95% of the
Monte,
time.
you've got a great eye for the holding. Are you you going to be an official or what?
I just know. Obviously, once the ball snapped and I see it's a handoff, I look at the offensive line. I try to look at the reads. Clearly had it sealed off.
Yeah.
I used to hate getting held. Joe Panos used to hold me in practice all the time.
Joe Panos, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
threw me around like a rag doll.
1st and 20. You always like that setup when it's 1st and 20 from your own 48 now. That moves them back 10 yards.
Pretty sunset.
I like it. I'm loving that.
It's good radio right there, Norvell. Everybody listening can see the sunset. Here's the snap to Belling on first down. A handoff again to Cassidy. He goes right up the gut. Fights forward for a gain of about 3 yards.
2 minutes.
Yep, no 2-minute warning in high school football, but that's the 2-minute warning brought to you by Aaron Norvell.
Time is not on their side right now. Time is not
No,
on
it is not, as the
on
clock
Lake Mills' side.
continues to run here on second and
But they can still get in the end zone, can't they, bud?
Yes, they can. Come back onside kick. You never know.
2nd and 17 here from the 48-yard line.
Let's see here. Make a play. Let's go, Lake Mills.
Snap to Belling. Out of the gun. Hands it off again. Now there's a nice hole up the left sideline as they'll fight forward for a gain of about 10 yards. They are on 2nd and 17.
I think the defense is taking a little gas off the pedal and just maybe trying to keep it out of the end zone.
You know, I'm looking at that as well because essentially they're running the same plays that they have all game, and this defense has seen
Yeah,
these plays over and over and over, so they should know what's coming.
yeah. The front seven was definitely not playing like that earlier.
Right.
They've rotated some people, though, on the defensive line. All right.
If you're an Edgewood fan, stand up and clap your hands is the chant we're hearing from the Crusaders fan. And here we go on a 3rd and 6. A nice handoff again to Rex Cassidy, and he'll fight forward.
They're trying to
for
get
a
the
first down.
And
they got it. With 1:15 on the clock, Norvell.
Just build some momentum, you know?
They're trying not to get shut out.
No, they're not.
They're trying not to get shut out.
And she had it.
Regather, watch film, tell your boys you finished the game strong. Try to build on something positive for the next week.
Exactly.
You can't win them all, but when you lose, you still win, right?
True that.
Yep. Learn from your mistakes.
As a defense right now, what are you guys talking about right now? 1.5 minutes left to go. Obviously, now we're in 50 seconds, but
do not let them score. A shutout is just, I mean, that's
you want that
about as
goose
good
egg.
as you can feel as a defense, especially with the
let
2
them get in the end
turnovers earlier in the game. Here's the 1st and 10 snap. They're throwing it this time. He's got a man on the right side. He's on the right sideline. Can't get out of bounds, though, past the 25-yard line. Pass complete there to Cole Flood.
And even if you're a backup, I mean, you're still, I mean, you guys are all one team.
Right.
You guys are proud of this effort right now. The
Collective unit.
Backups do not want them just get in that end zone.
Why is Lake Mills saving their timeout? You can't use it at home.
Yeah.
Burn it. Get your team in the end zone.
And
Don't just.
Clock continues
got
to run.
one.
I think they're going to call it here, Monte. 8 seconds left.
Don't let the goose egg sit up there. You have a timeout left. Great
And
game
that
from us.
will do it. 20-0 your final score as Edgewood remains undefeated in non-conference play at their first home game since 1994. They win in shutout fashion. The final score, Crusaders 20, L-Cats 0. We'll take a break. On the other side, we'll wrap it up. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
I'm just now noticing the beach wear.
The Hawaiian theme would be my guess.
Oh, it feels great that it went down.
I wish it was like this all game.
Would have been a great night game, huh?
It would have been a great night.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Would have been an amazing night game with this breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any empties you guys want me to get rid of already?
If you don't mind, man.
Only 100 of them. But we got a cooler. We'll throw most of them in. So
Thanks, buddy.
thank you.
I don't know whose these are.
There you go.
I do know that.
We got to save one for a crush video. We just crushed.
Save that one.
I meant to,
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody asked me if I was ready. Oh, okay. Jesse, you ready? Do a quick wrap up here.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you a 3, 2, 1.
20-0 the final from Goodman Athletic Complex at Edgewood High School in Madison as the Edgewood Crusaders, for the first time in 27 years, play a home game and they win a home game in shutout fashion. The offense got moving, but this game was really all about Cam Fain, number 3 of the Crusaders. 2 interceptions in the first half on defense, 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, each of over 50 yards in the second half. He was incredible tonight.
I mean, obviously you can't just give all the credit to one player, but obviously he's the one that stands out.
Yeah.
For Edgewood. He showed up. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and he came to play some football, put the team on his back. Edgewood wins 20-0.
When his number was called, he made the play. I mean, he missed a couple, but I'm telling you, he made more than he was definitely a Joe out there. Remember at the beginning of the game, said who has more Jimmies than Joes. Lake Mills had plenty of Joes, but unfortunately they didn't have enough. They were just a little bit outmanned. You know what I mean? I think they ran out of steam, but they gave an admirable effort.
A lot of good teams in this area this year, and Edgewood certainly fighting to be one of them. And they start the season off 2-0. Obviously, an emotional day today. It's the first time since 1994 they've played on their home field. And they got a big win in shutout fashion, as mentioned. 20-0 the final score. But, guys, both offenses really look to the past today, and they calmed down a little bit in the second half as Lake Mills began to look towards the rush, as did Edgewood a bit, but really lived and died by the pass in the first 3 quarters.
They did. They really, really did. Obviously, Lake Mills came out and really tried to establish the pass game early, and it was not working for them. It was almost if both teams at the same time decided to, let's pound the football.
Yeah.
And obviously, Edgewood really benefited from that.
And unfortunately, Lake Mills didn't convert on a lot of stuff, but I think when they look back at the film, they're not going to be as disappointed as it looked as the score turns out, because they were getting open. And, but just a little bit too much pressure from the defense. The front seven played an outstanding game by Edgewood. I think they're going to be a little bit happier with the film after they go back and look at it. They made some progress in offense. They just couldn't get it in the end zone.
Right. They really dominated the trenches, as I stated earlier. They really controlled that line of scrimmage, that being Edgewood when it came to them being on defense, and Lake Mills didn't have an answer.
That's Monte Ball. That's Aaron Norvell. Guys, thanks so much for coming. And Monte had both of the above as well. Great job, fellas. Really a pleasure to be alongside you. I'm Alex Strofe. Coming up next at 100.5 ESPN, we continue Prep Mania. We'll take a look at scores around the area and a couple of cool conversations from legends around the area. We'll get to that in just a few moments. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Thank you, sir, for taking a picture. Thank you very much.
That's it on.